KDB.
Beats Planet.
Hold on. Yo. Who's up in here? Give me like 22 more seconds. I'll be right back. Hold up. All right. Wait a minute. I hope y'all was patient. I hope nobody was saying bad things to me. Is my audio good? My audio good. My video good? Like a Ninja Power Ranger, boy, like an Assassin's Creed Ninja Power. Yeah, we good. All right. What's up, y'all? It's Voch the Lombardi. Welcome back. Lombardi coming. Had to set my sous vide machine and do things to my air conditioner so it ain't blaring through the microphone and all that good stuff. Had to grab my cord so my headphones will be good because I do plan on the phones being lit. They are lit right now. So if y'all want to call in and have a comment about anything that we talking about, if you want to call in and have a comment about hell, whatever you want to talk about. If you want to talk about the Cowboys versus the Washington football Wizards, you can talk about whatever you want to talk about. We could do it all day, every day. No problem. All right? So, with that being said, I wanted to kind of talk about some things that's been happening in Cowboy news as of late. I ain't really care to touch on the whole who done it, anonymous, who been snitching, who hating on Jane Slater thing. I ain't really want to get into that. I find it interesting that Van Der Esch came out and said whoever said it is a coward. So you run that risk of your teammate being called a coward. Either that or you're the one that's been saying it, Leighton Van Der Esch. I don't know. It's interesting. Interesting to say the least, but I didn't really want to get into it. What I want to talk about today, there's been some rumblings around with the whole Quinnen Williams thought. I'll give you my thoughts on that. We're playing the Washington football Wizards this week. I'm giving my thoughts on that. And the handful of things that Mike McCarthy has been pissing me off about this season. And I like to think I'm pretty rational and patient when it comes to coaches, especially coaches going through adversity, especially the level of adversity that we're going through this week, or this year rather. I'm letting Mike McCarthy slide on a lot of stuff, but there's a handful of egregious things that Mike McCarthy's doing that's bothering the hell out of me. Let me make sure my sound is good. My sound is straight. Okay. So first and foremost, with the Philadelphia Eagles. first of all, before the Eagles beat the Giants last night, right? In case some of y'all didn't notice, because I saw some people on the Twitter machine like, hey, you think we can make the playoffs and still get a top 15 pick? That ain't how this works. That's not how this works. It's like if you're a playoff team, you automatically go to the playoff bracket of draft picks. That's 19 to 32. You know what I mean? So what happens is, you automatically jump like 10 spots being a playoff team. So you can be, hell, if the Cowboys win the damn division at 4-12, then that's the 19th overall pick at 4-12. You see what I mean? So what happened last night is the Cowboys were first place going into that game. And the Cowboys were drafting at 19th overall going into that game. The Eagles won. They beat the Giants. They're now first place. I don't know what place we are, but we immediately went from 19th overall to 10th overall. And that's how this works, ladies and gentlemen. 10th overall pick is how this works. Giants trade outside linebacker Marcus Golden to the Cardinals for a 6th round pick. All right, cool. So that is kind of where my brain is right now. A handful of reasons, right? If Ford was at quarterback, I was like, hey man, look, I'll take this strong ass offense and go into the playoffs at 5-11. I'll go into the playoffs at 6-10. You know what I mean? But if we can somehow improve my defense from 32nd to 26, boy, I feel good about whoever it is that we're gonna play against, right? Like the Seattle Seahawks, the Green Bay Packers, the New Orleans Saints. Those teams don't scare me with 4 at quarterback, right? 14 at quarterback is a whole nother conversation. 14 at quarterback is a whole nother can of worms. 14 at quarterback makes my neck itch. You see what I mean? So should Andy Dalton have a better game this week? Yeah. He ain't got to deal with Patrick Peterson. He ain't got to deal with Buda Baker. He ain't got to deal with a handful of guys there, you know? If I can say anything, the Cardinals defense is the opposite of what we're dealing with this week. It's the inverse almost, you know, to where Cardinals D-line didn't give you too much, but their secondary was a little better. To where the Washington Football Wizards, I mean, they secondary cool, but boy, if y'all nervous about your goofy little offensive line going into this game, it's finna be some mess. You know what I mean? So I just continue to just foresee us continuing to just lose games, right? Like if Andy Dalton, the little time that he played against the Giants, he's in the shootout. And you know, if he struggles against the Washington Football Wizards, and the Cardinals defense wasn't that great, but he just struggled against those guys. I don't feel good about Andy Dalton versus the Ravens. The Vikings bad, but I don't feel good about them neither. The Steelers, we're going to play the Eagles twice, and the Eagles bad, but I don't really feel good about playing against them neither. The 49ers ain't good, but I don't feel good about playing against them neither. And I'm up here talking crazy about Joe Burrow, but I mean, like a Bengals offense is about the same as a Giants or Washington offense, right? Like Kyle Allen is going to play ball this week. And if Kyle Allen could put hands on us, like then what? Then what? You know what I'm saying? So I really don't even want... Like, if this gonna be the product that we got, and y'all know I'm optimistic, Voch, we undefeated till somebody beat us. And part of me is still that, right? But then that rational got to kick in. You know, that rational got to kick in and be like, man, look, we could win 2 more games and clinch this playoffs. We could clinch this playoff spot with 2 more wins, okay? Get the 19th overall pick and lose to Green Bay in the first round. We could do that. Or we could just be a little worse than whoever's number 1. Because if you ain't number 1, you might as well be number 4. And I will say that if Andy Dalton is as bad as I think he is, if this defense is as bad as I think it is, let me get my button ready. If this defense is as bad as I think it is, Andy Dalton is as bad as I think he is, I don't care. Zeke can be, I don't care what Zeke's Madden overall is, but his damn carrying rating got to be down to 50-something. So if Zeke is putting you in bad spots, The receivers can be good, but if the rest of the product ain't good, your entire offensive line is like backup guys, right? Like if we're in a situation to where, and I don't even want to say this like because I ain't really got confidence in saying it because these other teams so bad. But if we're in a situation where we can be in one of those 1 or 2 premium picks, I mean, yeah, I could draft linebacker or offensive line up there, but just me looking at this draft class, I'm trying to get up there where them quarterbacks at, right? I'm trying to get where like Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields is at. And then when a quarterback is on the board, when Dallas is on the board, trade out the pick. Trade out the pick. I know a lot of people telling me, well, Voch, wouldn't you like to get Trevor Lawrence? No. You know, I'm very firm into, bird in the hand is better than 2 in the bush. You know, my quarterback was just on pace for throwing for 7,000 yards. He's fine. He's good to go. Like Dak Prescott, if he didn't break his ankle, he was going to break all the records. He's straight. He's fine. But if I can get into situations to where I can get in a spot where there's one of those quarterback guys and one of those other teams want to kind of mortgage their future to come up and get them, then cool. Because when I look at the top 5, right, like if I look at the top 5 or 6 or 7 in the draft, it's a bunch of guys I either don't need or I don't feel like should be taken right there, right? You know, there's like 3 quarterbacks up there. Jamar Chase is up there. I ain't looking for a receiver necessarily. And I don't want to hear the Cowboy fans saying draft Jamar Chase and trade Michael Gallup. That's too much Madden gymnastics or whatever. Sewell, P.N.A. Sewell, right? The Oregon offensive lineman. I don't know if I'd take him top 5 because I don't think he's a Quentin Nelson kind of guy, but we'll talk about that later when we get in the draft season. Michael Parsons, I mean, he's a linebacker, but, is your team ready to bench one of the linebackers that you got playing right now? So in my mind, I only want to be in that top 5 if it's a premium quarterback pick and I can trade back to like 18 or 19 or so, because then your options open up. Right? Your options open up in between 16, 17, 18, 19. Then you can go corner. You can go safety. You can get whatever pass rushes on the board right there if you want to. You can double up on offense line. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. D-line, because there's a one tech that you can probably take that'll help you. There's a one tech that'll help you. If I can put it in context of last draft, right? We would love to have Javon Kinlaw. Javon Kinlaw can help us right now. You can draft Javon Kinlaw at 11, but you're not drafting Javon Kinlaw at 5, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And just me looking at this draft, ain't no Chase Youngs and Isaiah Simmonses in this draft. You know what I'm saying? So you may need to get, what's my cornerback from Florida, C.J. Henderson, that went 9th overall. You can't take C.J. Henderson top 5. But you could take him at 9. You see what I mean? So if I'm the Cowboys, I either want to be top 2 in quarterback range to trade back to get more picks, or I want to win enough games. And Andy Dalton, boy, just give me 2 or 3, just to win enough games to put me anywhere between 8 to like 16. Right? If you put me in that situation, I'm good to go. Sometimes the later draft picks are the ones that you need the most, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And I said all this to say, right? Hell no, I don't want to trade any of my picks this year for Quinnen Williams. You know what I mean? Like, yes, Quinnen, and look, I'm a fan of Quinnen Williams. I love Quinnen Williams coming out of Alabama 2 years ago. Huge fan of him. But when I look at where we are in draft world, I would rather just keep my top guys. Give me my 1st, 2nd, and 3rd overall guys and let me draft there, right? I trust in this front office enough, and some of these Cowboy fans don't trust the front office enough. I ain't gonna hate you, but I'm just saying I trust my front office enough and my player personnel guys to draft properly. You know what I mean? So my 1st, 2nd, and 3rd round picks, I need those picks to be able to draft properly, right? And here's another, kind of nuance to the situation. I hopped on the Twitter machine and I was asking, like, why the hell Quinnen Williams even up for grabs? You know what I mean? And it's interesting that everybody kind of tiptoed around the situation. I couldn't get a clear, defined answer because I don't want a player in his second year, by the way. I don't want a player that the team that drafted him, they don't even want him. You see what I'm saying? Like, if I'm the Jaguars and I'm building a team and I'm drafting a quarterback next year, then it'll be nice to have Leonard Fournette as his running back, right? Leonard Fournette ain't fantastic, but if you're team building, I just kind of need people to make that transition a little better. In my mind, that's how that works. But Leonard Fournette was gone because of the extra issues that was going. You know what I mean? That was going on. So in my mind, what's going on with Quinnen Williams to where why is he on the trade block? Right? Jamal Adams is on the trade block because we don't want to pay him. And, you know, he's disgruntled with our head coach, in which, in my mind, just fired the head coach, but it's not my business. So I started asking, like, so why is Quinnen Williams on trade block? And what I would hear a lot of is, well, Voch, we're just trying to get draft picks, man. You know, we just stockpiling them draft picks. Everybody's for sale. So in my mind, why am I not hearing guys like Mekhi Becton are up for a trade? Because Mekhi Becton and Quinnen Williams they're only 1 year apart. So what's the logic there? Like, what's the vibes here? Like, why is he the only one that I'm hearing about? Why isn't like Marcus May? And Marcus May might be up. He might be up on trade block. But guys like that make a little more sense to me than a 2-year player that you drafted, 3 overall to get Quinnen Williams? Interesting. I feel like you're not just trading him because he doesn't fit your scheme. Because if Adam Gase get fired, you're going to have a whole new scheme anyway. I feel like you're not trading him because, he's, brought my gun at the airport guy. I like gun under the seat guy. Gun under the seat guy don't bother me at all. My draft audience know who the hell gun under the seat guy is, right? So what's the deeper reason why Quinnen Williams, a 3rd overall pick, top D tackle, Alabama from just last year or 2 years ago, if you want to count that. So why is he on trade block? I find that interesting. And I don't want to trade my picks that are at the top of each round just to get a guy that you don't want for whatever reason you're not disclosing. Is he a not work hard guy? I mean, yes, he's gun under the seat guy, but is he 10 pounds of weed in my trunk guy while I go to Canada? Is he pick on my girlfriend guy? Like I want to know the auxiliary reasons why he's on trade block. I don't want to hear about talent. Oh, well, Voch, he didn't really play great last year. He was a rookie. Of course, rookies don't play great last year. Interesting. I just need answers. I just need to have a conversation with somebody that's in the know. You know what I mean? Don't overvalue draft picks over proven talent. Okay, cool. Well, proven talent over draft picks would say, okay, cool. Let's trade our first round pick to go get what's his face, Earl Thomas, so we can not draft CeeDee Lamb. Like that's what I mean. There's a balance. I do think there's some times where you can give up a first round pick to go get Amari Cooper. I think that makes sense. Especially where we ended up drafting that year. I feel good about getting Cooper there. I feel good about getting CeeDee Lamb at 17. But you mean to tell me I got a top 5 pick? Like a top 5 pick. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trading a top 5 pick for a dude that y'all don't want. You see what I'm saying? I can get whatever top 5 pick I want with 5 years on his contract. Opposed to you giving me a guy that you don't want with 3 years left. Pardon me for thinking differently, my guy. Pardon me for thinking differently. So is he quit the league to smoke guy? We got to add that one to the list. Quit the league to smoke guy. We got to add that. Who said that? The CFZ. Appreciate you. Great one. So like I said, man, if y'all want to call into the show, man, the number's on the screen. Go ahead and get in line right now. And as soon as I'm done with this soliloquy, I'm going to get to you. You know what I mean? What else do I have on my list that I'm going to say? We can preview Washington while we do the phones. I'm sure somebody's going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about this. What Mike McCarthy's doing to make me sick again. Then I'm going to get into the phones. Let's see who's on the phone. Let's see who's here. We got a few guys on the phone. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Come on in and get your spot. Because I don't want to hear nobody talking about, yo, Voch, why you lock the phones. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and hop in there. The number's 515-606-5187, access code 309-104. Shouts out to DJ's Raw Uncut Truth. He dropped the deuce in the super chat. Says this whole team needs a total rebuild. Maybe not the whole team, but there are some pieces that could use it. I feel you on that. Appreciate you. Brandon Peslak. What's up, bro? He dropped a dub in the super chat. He says, made it when you're live for once. Yeah, this is a different time. We're 418 Central Time, so we normally don't go around this time. But anyway, let me tell you what Mike McCarthy's done to piss me off so far. And, normally I'm very patient with coaches. And to be fair, I'm patient with this whole my defense is terrible notion. But Mike McCarthy's kind of getting on my nerves with a handful of things. So let me just kind of explain. Skywalker still is in the chat box, looks like. Shouts out to you, my guy. Salute. And the only reason I recognize is because your little cartoons on there, man. You know what I mean? Dallas Cowboy Universe. I be forgetting which account you logged into. But your little cartoon, Abby, you know what I'm saying? Got me there. Also, Skywalker still, shouts out to you, my guy, but Daryl Worley is indeed Nolan Carroll. But, that is what that is. But Mike McCarthy, right? I don't even mind us being bad right now. To be fair, I'm lying. I hate that we're bad right now. And I hate that we are that bad, but I'm not really necessarily ready to fire Mike McCarthy for us being that bad. There's a lot of circumstances that kind of go into us being bad. So super optimistic, patient Voch is, I'm chilling with that. This is what's pissing me off about Mike McCarthy. So we are Cowboy fans. I'm a YouTuber, right? I just kind of do this as a thing to do. Cowboy fans, you know what I'm saying? We all come in different shapes, sizes, and colors. But what it seems like the consensus is, early in the season, man, Leo Collins, showed up fat and out of shape because he was eating up all the crawfish sandwiches where he was at. And his hip kind of went bad, and we knew Tyron Smith could be hurt. So everybody was like, yo, Brandon Knight should be the swing tackle. And then one day, Brandon Knight wasn't the swing tackle. That didn't piss me off. What pissed me off is when Brandon Knight showed up as a swing tackle and he played okay as swing tackle, and Mike McCarthy was like, yeah, man, Brandon Knight did some good things. I'm like, okay, Mike McCarthy, that pissed me off, but I ain't gonna say nothing. Cowboy Nation, Cowboy YouTube, we was like, man, Tyler Biadasz should probably be starting over Joe Looney right now. I don't know why that process hasn't been started yet, but we just gonna let Joe Looney stink it up for a little bit before we get Tyler in there. That didn't piss me off necessarily, but when Tyler finally got a chance to play and started playing damn good, he had a fantastic game last week, but he started playing good, and the media asked Mike McCarthy, hey man, how do you think about Tyler Biadasz and the way he played? He's hey man, Tyler played well. Tyler played really well, and that kind of pissed me off. That kind of pissed me off real bad. I didn't like it at all. So we we've been hating on Terrence Steele for the past 8 weeks. We was like, hey man, look, it'll probably be better if Connor McGovern was at right guard or something, and then you just kind of bump Zach Martin out, or you bump Connor Williams around. Whatever combination you need to make it work. Terrence Steele need to be off the field, and we need to give Connor McGovern his fair shake. Right? In my mind, that's the clear answer. These last three scenarios, there's been a clear answer, but also the common denominator in these last three is Mike McCarthy saying, no, we're not going to do that. And then something happens. Now Connor McGovern got to play. And Connor McGovern does okay. Pretty good if you ask me. Pretty good for what we're expecting from him, right? Then today in the damn press conference, somebody say, yeah, hey, Mike McCarthy, what you think about Connor McGovern? Hey, man, Connor McGovern played pretty well. No shit, man. No shit. Connor McGovern, Tyler Biadasz, and Brandon Knight. Of course they're better than whatever the hell you ran out there. My problem is, why does it have to be DEFCON 5 for us to get here? Why does it have to be terror threat level orange for us to get here? Why? I'm just a YouTuber. I coached a little bit. That was high school. I was around a college program, but I ain't never coached in the NFL before. But I'm just up there. I'm just up there looking. I'm a fan for the most part, ex-player. I'm just up here looking. I'm like, hey man, it look like we're trying to force Terrence Steele out there. I don't want to hear Mike McCarthy saying, "Oh, Connor McGovern ain't playing because he's a young developmental player." What the hell is Terrence Steele then? What is he? Hey man, Tyler's not good, man. We just want to go with a more veteran presence. Like Zach Martin at right tackle, that's a more veteran presence. What am I missing? What am I doing? Then every time Mike McCarthy's wrong, he said his goofy ass at this press conference go, hey man, they were pretty good, huh? Hey, I'm glad we made the move. You know what I mean? And then Cowboy fans hop on the Twitter machine. They be like, hey man, look, yo Voch, you saw that Mike McCarthy adjustment? Putting Zach Martin at right tackle. Zach Martin was only right tackle because Terrence Steele got food poisoning. Not because Terrence Steele was bad. Terrence Steele got sick. That's the only reason why. We still don't know what Connor Williams looked like at tackle. And somebody on Twitter, they hit me with the point. They was like, yo, Voch, what if Connor Williams is bad at tackle? But we kind of got to try Connor Williams at tackle to fucking know if he's bad at tackle. That's how this works. And Mike McCarthy just sitting around. He just sitting around like, hey, man. He was all right, huh? So now this brings me to this, though, right? This brings me to this, though. How long do we have to look at Everson Griffin be bad before Bradley and Knight gets his shot, you know? How long does Jalen have to play bad before, like Luke Gifford and Francis Bernard get a little full-time rate? Because if Andy Dalton is the guy, I don't feel that much confidence moving forward, right? Even with the whole notion of this offensive line is going to stick with the guys that play together because continuity is important. You know, the only reason continuity is important if you're going to get to a certain goal by the end of the year. We're not looking at that goal by the end of the year because I don't consider us a playoff team. Now, if we were a playoff team, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, man, I kind of want this offensive line to have some pretty good continuity by the time we get to the playoffs. No, that's not what this season is. This season isn't that anymore. This season now is an evaluation period for our young guys so we can know who the hell we should or should not cut. When Everson Griffin wants some money next year, holla at your player. Peace, homie. You know what I'm saying? When Darryl Worley tapping his pockets like Shotgun Suge and he say, hey, man, should I come back next year? Nah, player. You straight. To be fair, Donovan Wilson, when it's time for you to step up and say, let me play next year, we now have context of what Donovan Wilson looks like in the driver's seat. So when we in the draft next year, you know what we saying? Hey, man, we need to find a safety because Donovan Wilson ain't it. That's why Cowboy fans were so bullish to play Donovan Wilson. Let's see what he got. Let's see what Bradley and Knight got. Let's see what these guys got. I need to see what Connor Williams looks like at tackle. Because if not, I'm looking to upgrade my guard position at some point. It is what it is. And Connor Williams is my son. Y'all know I love Connor Williams. But if he's not going to play tackle at all, then we need to look for an upgrade. We need him this year, though. Like, this year we need him. And it's always good to have him because if something were to happen, like if we brought back Ron Leary, then Ron Leary say, my back hurt, Voch. I ate the same crawfish sandwiches Lael ate, and now I'm fat and out of shape, and now my back hurt. Okay, fine. I know I got Connor Williams that can come in and play left guard for me. That's fine there, right? But as a long-term option, I don't consider Connor Williams to be a long-term left guard option. That's why I need to see if he's a long-term left tackle option or right tackle option, you know? I need to see what Connor McGovern looks like. I need more film on him. Tyler Biadasz is doing this damn thug thizzle, but I need to see more film on him. I need to see who is a proper swing guy. When Cam Irving, not Fleming, he with the Giants, but when Cam Irving come through, hey, be like, you know what, Cam Irving, I'm not giving you money next year. I would like to see Reggie Robinson do something. Darryl Worley been getting smoked for weeks. Darryl Worley been getting smoked for weeks. Y'all know how long a week is? A week is 7 days. And Darryl Worley been getting smoked multiples of that. There's no way that Reggie Robinson could be any worse than Darryl Worley. And if he is, all right, cool, fine, push. You see what I'm saying? All right, fine. We just know Reggie Robinson ain't ready to play right now. But what if this coaching staff would have made the mistake of saying, you know what, Darryl Worley is a veteran. Let's sit Trevor Diggs. We wouldn't fucking know Trevor Diggs is good. We wouldn't know. Or at least he would, or he has the upside to be good next year. We wouldn't know. So you got to run guys out there just to kind of get a feel for what the vibes are, right? No. We just going to keep Bradley and on the sideline. We're going to keep, look, shouts out to Natchez, right? My Natchez native, my teammate, my left guard. Let's put Justin Hamilton at one tech and see what he do. Let's see if he's a little better than Dontari. Let's put Bradley and I out there. Let's put Reggie Robinson out there. See what he's doing. Let Neville Gallimore continue to get his ass whooped. See if he can figure something out on the job, some on the job training till Tristan Hill gets back. Conor McGovern, let him do his thing. They definitely ain't trying to hear this, but let me just prep everything here. But they definitely don't want to hear this. And chat box, y'all either drop flames or y'all drop tomato emojis to let me know if I'm right or if I'm bugging. But I kind of would like to play Tony Pollard a little more in case I need to know what this team looks like without Zeke. I think that's real. I think that's real. That's as real as it gets, you know? Zeke is a talented football player, man. Zeke is a really talented football player, bro. But the combination of you can take his talent, right? You can take Zeke's talent. Mix it with turnovers, with a lack of focus, contract, whatever you want to call it. Zeke's going to always be a top 6 or 7 running back in the league. But if he's declining and can't hold on to the football, costing you 15, we need to see if this offense can live with just Tony Pollard running. That running back is just weird. We need to see what that looks like. We need to see what this offense looks like in case Zeke doesn't exist. Just like we need to see, what swing tackle look like in case Tyron doesn't exist moving forward. We know what this team look like when Dak don't exist. That shit ain't cute. We know what this team look like when Dak don't exist. I think we should have these real life conversations. One last point, and I'm gonna get to the phone. Something else the Dallas media asked Mike McCarthy today. If y'all want to call into the show, by the way, the number is 515-606-5187, access code 309-104. Shouts out to the 586 people watching right now. Do me a favor, drop a like up in here. We got 87 likes. I'm not good at percentages. But that's like, what, 17% of y'all? Hit the like button, hold me down. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. But somebody asked Mike McCarthy today, hey, man, what do you think about Randy Gregory and him coming back and such and such and such? Mike McCarthy had the gall. He had a little bit of gumption in his voice today. As if this damn pass rush was some top-tier shit that just don't need to be changed. As if Everson Griffin was holding it down for the Doski-Woski. As if our best pass rusher wasn't the guy that ain't played football in 5 years. Mike McCarthy looked that camera right in the face and said, hey, man, look, Randy Gregory being on this team is going to have to come down to special teams. I'm sorry, say what? What was that? He say Randy Gregory making the 46 going to come down to special teams. As if Dorrance Armstrong is lighting this shit on fire, So, in my mind, Mike McCarthy thinks, and listen, man, I'm just a YouTuber, man. But in my mind, Mike McCarthy thinks that Randy Gregory isn't a necessity right now. And him being on the active roster comes down to special teams? Mike McCarthy sniffing coke if Randy Gregory not active this week. Coke if Randy Gregory not active this week. I like to be very patient with coaches. I'm extremely patient. Some of Mike McCarthy's decisions have been egregious. If Randy Gregory's not active and we continue to look terrible at pass rush, and then something happened in 3 weeks and Randy Gregory is active and he tears shit up, just like that's been happening with Tyler, just like that's been happening with Brandon Knight, just like it's been happening with Conor McGovern, just like it's been happening with Justin Hamilton. if these things continue to happen, you may have a furniture flipping EDP level rant from Voch Lombardi, and I mean that. Let's move on though. Let's see who on the phone, man. Cause my soul, dog, I'm just all kind of upset, dog. Like I'm all kind of upset if that's what we end up going into. Let's just hop into the phones, man. Reeves was on here incredibly early, so let's get him in here first. What's up, brother Reeves?
How you doing, man? I had to make sure to hop on early this time since last time I had to leave because of schoolwork and stuff. But
You good, brother?
how
You
you
good?
doing?
You good? I'm good, my guy. What you got for the show? Talk to me.
I guess first off, I can just continue with the trade talk. I'm intrigued in that Quinnen Williams thing. I understand you don't want to give up a pick. I saw something that was talking about a second round pick. I don't know how realistic that is for him. But see, you don't think that we can get anybody in the second round? I mean, you think that the second round pick is more valuable than someone as good as him?
I think Quinnen Williams is incredible, but I need to know why they don't think Quinnen Williams is incredible. That's it. Like if I go back to draft season with Voch and I think about the film that I broke down on Quinnen Williams, I was losing my shit over Quinnen Williams. That's not a player that you simply say, hey, he's on trade block just because I want picks. He's a dude that you build your defense around whenever you get Trevor Lawrence in there. In my mind, that makes sense. So what's the disconnect between Quinnen Williams and whatever they're doing over there? So,
Well, you think it could be a front office thing? Maybe not necessarily just Quinnen Williams, but I mean, I don't know. The Jets front office is an interesting one, especially like how they just traded like one of their captains on the defense, like literally during the game, and then like I don't know, McClendon or whatever. I don't remember his name, but I remember he played during the game, and then after the game, he was told that there was a car waiting for him to drive him to like get his stuff ready and go to a flight to Tampa. So, and they could have told him before the game, but they purposely told him so after the game.
sure.
And on top of that, I know that there was some rumors talking about trading Sam Darnold, and they just traded another veteran on their defense. So you don't think they're just blowing up the whole thing?
Let me just put you up on to a little trick that I like to do. Simple, easy little technique, right? Don't listen to beat writers. Don't listen to like the national media, whatever. Go on Twitter and see what the fans got to say. Yeah. When Arizona Cardinals fans let go of David Johnson, they was fine. They like, hey man, we're gonna get rid of that money. He's getting old. Cool. When Texans fans was getting rid of Nuke Hopkins, they was livid, and you could see it. Twitter was ablaze. You could see it. I haven't seen any Jet fans upset that Quinnen Williams is up for trade. So I need information. I need information. Yep. But but just to to kind of entertain your point or whatever, right? If Quinnen Williams is the top tier guy that I fell in love with in draft season and he comes to the Cowboys, he makes an immediate impact, then we can talk. But don't be mad if you draft a defensive end in the first round and all your favorite safeties is gone and now we can't have safety no more. You know what I mean? Or you pass up. Or like what if a player that's a top 5 talent is gun under the seat guy? And that talent fall to the second round. You see what I'm saying? Like, I just rather keep my picks. I like my picks. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sometimes the value of where a guy could play is better, if you just keep your draft pick or whatever. Quinnen Williams is probably going to be like a one-tech kind of guy for you. How much do you value one-tech? Cowboys may not value one-tech no more. We may be in a situation where we can get a really good offensive lineman that we might need. You see what I'm saying? So I just like to hold on to my options, but
that Oregon tackle, that's what we need, man.
Let me watch a little more film on him before I make a bold proclamation.
Or Leatherwood at Alabama, but
let me watch a little more film before I make a bold proclamation. Because you know what's gonna happen. It's October 23rd, 2020. I may say something nice about Sewell, and somebody watching this shit gonna remember it, and then September 2021. Somebody like, yo, Voch, you remember October last year you said Sewell was good, but he's trash. Like, let me wait before I make my bold proclamation. The only player I'm willing to make a bold proclamation on right now, how many people in my chat box right now, you were around during draft season, and I was doing Derrick Brown film, and I had to stop watching Derrick Brown because the Alabama right guard kept whooping his ass. Deontay Brown, that dude's coming out this year. If I had to go get a guy to play guard for me, he's not going to be a first-round pick. Let's go get that dude that whooped the hell out of Derrick Brown when nobody else could whoop Derrick Brown last year. If you're a draft fan, you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
I ain't really sold on Leatherwood just yet, so let me get back to you in January. Well, Cowboys in November rather. So yeah, just hang tight.
All right. And I guess just to continue the trade talk, I personally, I think it's obvious we're not really going to add anything this year. We've had opportunities to not even had to trade. We didn't have to trade for nobody. We could have added pieces.
Right.
But I don't think that's what type of stuff they on. But just to talk about it, I'm just curious. Personally, what do you think about the move to just start Tua already over Fitzpatrick? Everybody and their mama knows that Tua was that was going to be Tua's team. Even Fitzpatrick knew that. Now, what I think Fitzpatrick maybe seems surprised, at least I was surprised, is that they already are starting Tua, even though Fitzpatrick seems to have had a pretty solid year so far, for what it's worth on that team.
That is a move done by a coach with job security. You know what I'm saying? Because if he was about to get fired, he clearly goes with the guy that's winning. So if he's opting to go with his rookie just to kind of see what he got, that means that Flores is going to be there next year. What I liked about it the most is you get to try to build like a winning culture right now, because no matter how much you win or lose, it seems like the Texans are bad enough to where because they got Texans first round pick. So if the Texans are a bad team and they are in the top 5 drafting, if you're the Dolphins, you can do whatever the hell you want to do, and you can still have a top 10 pick. So just try to build a winning culture, I guess.
All right. And would you be mad if the Cowboys drafted a cornerback in the first round?
I wouldn't be mad. Whatever player we draft just gotta fit the value, and that's my only that's all I need. Just be as good as the place that we drafted you at. We good to go.
Yeah. But yes, I don't really have too much else to talk about. I have an analogy for Dak Prescott, but I think I'll probably. Oh, you want me to go ahead and share it now? I can save it though.
All right, save it. All right, save it and call me back Sunday and let me know then in the post game show.
Yeah.
All right.
I will do that.
All right, appreciate it, Brother Reeves.
All right.
Yeah. Let me tell you why this man hilarious, dog. Brother Reeves hopped on this thing with 6 points, and he asked all his questions. Some of these ain't even Cowboy questions, right? He asked 7 questions. We're like, all right, Voch, I ain't had too much for you. I just wanted to come. Reeves, you shut up. Appreciate you, brother. We got Cam from Florida. He's in the military. Thank you for everything you do, sir. I like to hop on the internet, talk a lot of shit, and not get arrested. I like to build guns and keep my family safe. I like my freedom, so I appreciate you, dog. What's up? What's good with you?
What's up with it, OG? What's up? How you been, man?
Coolin', my guy. Everything's everything over here.
Yeah, man. So I came off a 10 month and a half deployment in January, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've been excited for this football. Real excited. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, this year we're gonna make a difference. We got a new head coach. We got a new defense coordinator. I'm excited. I never really liked Mike Nolan, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
My thing I want to talk about is how we still living off the past.
Uh-huh.
We not Cowboys ain't a winning culture. You know what I mean? We a subpar culture at best.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So when we line up, when they talk about us winning Super Bowls and all this and all that, that shit makes me mad. I'm like, we don't deserve that talk.
Okay.
We got to go out there and prove it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think our guys are proving it. They playing really, really, really soft. And I ain't the type of person that's a soft person at all.
Mm-hmm.
So when they get down to it, when you playing the game of football, it's me versus you, man versus man.
Mm-hmm.
I have to. If I'm on defense, I have to stop by all costs. You know what I'm saying? And people say, "Oh, it's the coaching." I don't think it's coach. We not playing right. And I watch Undisputed every day with Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless.
Oh boy.
Shannon Sharp be telling the truth.
Oh boy.
Be telling the damn truth.
Yo, Cam, let me tell you something, dog. I don't watch the networks, man. I try not to do it. But somebody tagged me to that clip of Shannon Sharp banging on the table, damn near cussing out Skip because D-Law had contained. To be fair, D-Law did have contained. Shannon was right. But boy, what a clip. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, well, I get what you're saying. I ain't saying that I listen, like, take everything they saying, you know what I'm saying, literally.
I guess.
But when they have good points, I'm with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Shannon Sharp always makes a good point. We paying DeMarcus Lawrence with $21 million a year, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He got to step it up. Our offensive line, I don't think they too bad, but like I said, when it comes down to it, it's me versus you, man, and that's the only thing I want to talk about today. Just be tough. Don't be a bunch of, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say the B word, but don't be that.
Sure.
Don't be a bunch of pants. You know what I'm saying? Don't be soft.
Yep.
Don't be charming.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be charming out here.
Right.
In the NFL.
Right. I feel you, bro.
They lose. They post pictures of themselves. I'm like, you lost. Why you post pictures?
Right.
You should be mad.
All right.
You look good. You look good in the uniform. You want to post. You supposed to be, that was me. I'm gonna go study. See, what did I do wrong?
Right.
Oh man, I'm telling you, I hate stuff like that.
Mm.
I've been gone too long for this bull crap we had.
Right.
I don't want to come back to America and watch American team get destroyed week in and week out.
Yeah.
Man. Woo. But that's it, man. That's all.
Hey, man, Cam, appreciate you, man. This is Cam from Florida. He's a military guy. Chat box, everybody, please just thank Cam for me, man. Thank Cam, and I thank him too. Appreciate you, brother. Salute. Yeah. Cam said, I ain't want to come back to America and see America's team getting dragged like that, dog. I felt that like in my soul. Like, Hey, man, I've been saying this point all week, man. Like, players can talk about scheme all they want to. Cover 3 been cover 3 since high school. Contain been contained since high school. Tackling been tackling since high school. You know what I mean? Like gap integrity been the same, like forever. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's all that is, man. Appreciate you though, Cam, Florida Cam. Parentheses military. Adrian be mad around. He mad because he be on the phone so long. So let's go Adrian. Then we're gonna go DK. Then we're gonna go Dirk because all 3 of y'all complain about being on the phone so long. So let's just get y'all in that order. What's up, Adrian?
What's going on? To be honest, I just got here.
What happened?
I literally just got here.
Man, I thought somebody was shooting over there, man. God damn. What's happening? What's good with you? What you got for the show?
So for the past 2 weeks, me and my dad have been in a fight about how the draft is going to go.
Okay.
He's been saying he wants more corners. I've been telling him our corners are fine. We need better offensive linemen.
Right.
Because offensive line protects defense. Offensive line protects your quarterback that we're going to probably have to drop $40 million a year on. Okay. Offensive line helps your running back that's struggling this year be better. Okay. So it's like I'd rather go get a Penny Sewell than try to go get a quarterback that might be good from Alabama. I just think that we'll be better off getting the offensive line because we can go get good corners in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th round, and then go pick up some other pieces that we might need later on. But it's just like prime offensive linemen that they're few and far between.
If I can give you some nuance to your argument, I think both of y'all might be wrong in this situation because you both are speaking from a top 5 pick perspective. I don't think Sewell or Surtain are going to be top 5 picks this year. There you go. So look, that's what I was saying earlier though. I don't know if you was listening earlier, but I don't want to be in the top 5 unless I'm in quarterback range. Because if I'm in quarterback range, I can trade out and just get some more picks because I'm good at quarterback. You know what I mean? But
true.
But like what I was saying earlier, right? Like what was I saying? The analogy I made. Like you can draft Javon Kinlaw if you at 9 or 10. but you can't draft him at 5. You see what I'm saying? So you have more
Right.
options. So you have more options at 9, 10, or 11 than at 5. So I want to be bad in the East, but I don't want to be the worst in the East unless I'm the worst in the NFL, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Because Sewell is good, but Sewell ain't Quentin Nelson. And Surtain is good, but he's not Jalen Ramsey, Jeff Okudah. You see what I mean? So
Right.
So we'll see what happens.
I mean, yeah. I mean, my dad said he wants bigger corners because he thinks that the corners that we have right now can't do it. It's just our I don't know. Just like I keep telling him, our 4 corners that we have covering wide receivers, they're fine. It's just number 40, Stephen Parker, who nobody knows who he is. He's getting smoked all the time. You know, Wilson's getting smoked all the time. Worley's getting smoked all the time. So the guys that we've normally had for the past 3 years, those guys are fine. It's the backups that have been getting us killed all season.
Well, see, Worley not getting smoked because he's small. He getting smoked because he's bad. So, so Diggs is like 6'1", 6'2", so he'll be back next year. So what I think is going to happen is we might double down at corner at some point. I don't know when it happens. It may be 2nd and 4th round, 3rd and 4th. I don't know. But we probably will double down at corner or whatever. But if it's up to me, I mean, hell, man, like if just the best player that we need is there, and I'm looking at D-line. I mean, I'm looking at corner, O-line if it's there, you know, like whatever's the best for us. I mean, the best bang for the buck. I mean, let's just do that.
Right. I mean, but yeah, if we can either go out and get a great defensive tackle to help Jalen Smith and Leighton Vanders be better, or get a good offensive line so Dak and Zeke can do their things. So I think that'd be the best thing to go, because you can always find great talent in secondary positions, you know, in the later rounds.
You know what
Especially
I want?
With how deep these guys are getting.
You know what I want? I want a linebacker that's good when his D-line ain't good. That's what I want. Where them at? Where you find them at? If I can find one of them, let's get one of them. Because look, I told Brother Okoye, every linebacker we got on this team right now are will linebackers. All of them. That's why we're forced to play Jalen and Mike. Because can't nobody but Van Der Esch play Mike. And Van Der Esch can't even play Mike. Van Der Esch a will to me. So in real life, I'm sitting Jalen, putting Van Der Esch at will where he belong, and I need to find me a Mike linebacker. I've been saying that since day one.
Do you think it'd be better if we moved on from Jalen if Van Der Esch can stay healthy, or do you just want to keep Jalen in the wings, even though we're paying him a decent amount of money?
Jalen's contract makes me sick, but you can't get out of it, so you got to keep him. You just gotta bench him. You just gotta bench him and just eat that money. Unless you trade,
get better.
You know, unless you trade him and somebody take that contract, but ain't nobody finna put Jalen Smith sunglasses booth in their damn stadium.
I mean, would you move Jalen to like a secondary pass rusher if that were to happen?
I would rather have him as Sam, but Adrian, it's not about what I want. Because if it was about what I want, we'd have won the Super Bowl by now. You know what I'm saying? It's not what I want. It's what I think is going to happen. I don't think they're going to put Jalen as Sam linebacker. I don't think they're going to bench Jalen. I don't think they're playing our best players. I think only play our best players when it's too late. That's just how I feel.
True. That is very true.
Yep. But I got callers, though, Adrian. Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Have a nice evening.
Yeah, man. For everybody that I'm about to put on the phone right now, just be aware that I do have callers. So kind of get in. Let's chop it up. This ain't clock game necessarily, you know. But hop in, make your points, hop on out. Tyrone Church dropped a deuce in the super chat. Appreciate you, sir. He says they only want Williams for a high second rounder. Man, I may want my high second rounder, man. I don't know who's gonna be there at high second round. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It might be a situation where my high second round pick is a good corner. You may not have a bunch of good corners, you know. It may be a gang of D tackles you can get, you know. How about this? What if you trade your second and go get Quinnen Williams, but you get on draft day and your first round pick, the best defensive tackle in the draft is on the board. You know what I mean? Like, just keep your picks. Unless it's something that, you know, that you just can't refuse or whatever. But in my dream scenario, the Cowboys suck bad enough to get the first overall pick and somebody give us a ransom, you know, for Trevor or whatever, and we just kind of boogie like that. It's going to be hard to be worse than the Jets, but I don't know, man. Andy Dalton played the damn Bengals into the first overall pick last year. So I don't know. And this is the worst defense of all time. It's trending to be one of the worst defenses of all time. So let's see if we can get first overall, man. Get them picks, you know? Let's get back to the phones then. Like I said, y'all, don't forget we got people on the phone. So DK, then Dirk, then Zach Noel, then we'll go Big Cook and Raider Bob. So let's boogie, man. What's up, DK?
Hey, what's up, Voch?
What's poppin', sir?
Hey, bro. Every time, these last three times I done got on the phone, bro. I swear to you, right before I get on, you make that announcement. Hey, we doing clock game. Hey, cut it short, bro. I was like, come on, bro. I got a whole. I needed to vent to you today, bro.
Well, DK, we not doing clock game yet. But see, look, because it's phases, right? Because when you call in early, I just kind of let you talk, and that's kind of where you at right now. But at some point, I'm like, hey, y'all, I got callers, so just don't hold me all day. You can talk for like 3 minutes. Just don't hold me for like 5. You know what I'm saying? But then when clock game come on, that's 70 seconds. We in and we out. You know what I'm saying? But you good right now, DK. Give me what you got, dog. We good. We good on time.
Okay, it's a bit. Nah, follow me, bro. So like,
let's boogie.
So bro, right out of college, bro, I was in this relationship, bro. Lasted 7 years, bro.
Voch's voice talk. Let's do
Chick
this.
Was perfect.
Let's do this. Right.
Chick was perfect, bro. I thought we should get married.
Right.
She worked. She was like an 8. Maybe, you know, like by the 8 when she dressed up.
That's
you know,
cool.
She was just real straight down the middle, bro. Yeah. Boring a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
And so I kind of got like, I was like, man, I ain't gonna be happy in this relationship, bro. I swear to you. Yeah. And so I don't know, bro. I did this dumb thing, bro. Kind of made up some stuff, came up with a reason to get out of it. You feel me? And so I know. So I was single for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Hitting the gym, whatever, bro. I met this chick at the gym, bro. All this true story. Met this chick at the gym, bro.
Let's do it.
She was bad. She was like, I'm asking her what she do. She was like, oh, I'm an entrepreneur. You know, so we started talking, dating, whatever, bro. It was like fireworks, bro. Like for real. Right. She was like, she got her own business, so she would pop up on me. I was a UPS dude at the time. She would pop up on me on my route, bring me lunch, get a little freaky on the route, bro. I'm talking about big booty, fine, bro. I was like, we moved in together, everything, bro. So
don't touch my packages. Go ahead, talk to him, DK. Talk to him.
So once I get to kind of see her up close, bro, like we did this shit. I mean, this stuff, real fast, bro. So it probably like 2.5, 3 months in, bro. I was moving. You know what I'm saying? It was like what I needed at the time. And so I'm trying to ask her more because I want to start my own business. So I'm asking her a question about what she do. And she like would never tell me. So I basically, bro, long story short, I started finding out like she would still pop up at my job on the days I ain't want lunch. You know what I'm saying? And I was finding little holes in the whole situation, bro. I was like, hold on, what did I get myself into?
Right.
And then come to find out, bro,
you like boring chicks. You like boring chicks now, right? I got you.
A booster, bro. Like real talk, and I'm like, I was just like, I gotta get away from you, you know.
Oh no! Don't tell me your phone crapped out. Don't tell me you talked up your anytime minutes anytime now, DK. Come on now. Oh, DK done talked up his anytime minutes anytime. Oh boy. DK, call back, man. You can't leave us on this damn cliffhanger like Infinity War. Come on, son. You gotta go. Oh man, we're gonna move on to the next caller. Whenever DK get back, we'll bring him back in. Dirk, what was your last relationship like?
Oh, I ain't called for that.
I'm fucking with you, Dirk. What's good, my guy? What you got for the show? I'm cool, my dude.
Man, I'm sitting there like, okay, the football ref is it, but I ain't gonna be rude, man. Shout out to the young baller.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, man, I was watching a video with Law, man. And man, Law made a valid point.
What did he say?
And I've been making this point for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
But when you think about it, Jerry had everything he needed in Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy turned the whole team around. He made it a Super Bowl contender. And I know I'm old. I keep going back to the 90 Cowboys. That's because that's what I grew up on, you did? So after Jimmy, we had a lot of turmoil in the coaches, bro. Jerry don't want to win unless his name is stamped on that
Well, Jerry, yeah, I got the players in. I talked to all these football people. But if you don't know what you're doing, get the hell out the way, first and foremost. And Jerry just can't seem to get out of his own way. So I think we're going to have a long time before he is out the way. And I hate to wish anything bad on Jerry, man, because, you know, people in general, you understand me?
Yeah.
So I guess what I'm trying to say is when you look at how this team is built, you look at offense and you look at defense. You paid 4 of your offensive linemen. One of them retired. You paid your running back 2 years before his deal was up.
Yeah. You
paid your receiver high contract. You're going to have to pay your quarterback because if you don't pay that, we fuck. Excuse my language. I'm sorry about that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look on defense, we didn't pay Byron Jones. We chose to pay Jalen Smith. Why? Because Jalen's story. And you want to pay a man because of his story and people going to sympathize with his story. You sympathize with his story and controversy sells. Like, dude, pay the people who deserve to be paid. Pay some people on defense. Let's draft some high picks on defense instead of a Taco Charlton. Why didn't we take T.J. Watt? You understand me? So, DeMarcus Lawrence, you haven't had, you haven't had 2 sacks the last 16 games you played, bro. Right now you're sitting at 1.5. And then you want to cuss the fans out and this, that, and the third. Dude, I was a Cowboy fan when you was in Dalton. that kind of run me hot, bro.
Yeah.
Last thing I want to say, Voch.
Sure.
As much as I'm excited about the draft and I'm not happy our team is doing bad, I don't even want to think about what the end and record's going to be.
Sure. Me neither. Sure.
I'm not going to give up on these boys. Go ahead, my bad.
No, go ahead. You got it.
Yeah, okay. I don't want to think what the end and record's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see who's going to get out there and fight every Sunday, bro. Or whenever the game is, Monday night, Thursday night, whenever. I want to see who on this team, even though we missing 5 offensive linemen, our leader in Dak, even though we banged up on defense, who's going to get out there and fight?
Sure.
These coaches had all off season, hey, this going to be our backup. Then we got this one. Then we can move him to the outside if we got injuries on the inside. How in the hell does Steele start and you not kick Martin out to right tackle? How do you not bring in Connor McGovern? How do you start Joe Looney over Tyler Biadasz? This is a kid that you drafted. This is a kid that going forward, this is going to be your guy. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm bitching. I'm trying to get my points out because I know usually I'm long-winded.
Yeah.
And I'm trying not to be so long-winded, but
we just upset, man.
I just want to know.
We just upset, and we Cowboy fans, and we looking for a bit of reasoning, and it's not going well right now. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna figure it out, man. We gonna see what's gonna happen. We gonna go through these last couple games, and these last 10 games, and we gonna see who's good enough to be here next year and who ain't. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it, Dirk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, man.
No doubt, my guy. Now, something I will say right now before I get back into DK, because apparently the chick that was an entrepreneur came in and cut his phone off because he talked up his anytime minutes anytime. One thing I will say as a Cowboy fan, as a young Cowboy fan, I'll say this. I know that the older Cowboy fans have a connection to Jimmy Johnson because that's where your Super Bowls came from. But we can't keep comparing whatever coach we get from here on out to Jimmy Johnson. First of all, Jimmy Johnson only been good when he's had some of the best teams of all time. Like college championship, best teams of all time. Super Bowls, he's had the best. Those Cowboy teams were some of the best teams of all time, up and down. What would Jimmy Johnson do in a salary cap era with a flawed team? It's easy to say, oh yeah, Jimmy Johnson would make an example and come in and cut Savion Smith to make an example. That ain't flying in 2020. So one day I'm gonna get my thoughts down. I'm gonna make a real big video about it, but we got to stop getting into that whole Jimmy Johnson. There will never be another time in the league to where the salary cap don't exist and I could just coach a team with the best talent in the world. If Voch could have coached Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, best offensive line of all time, and a fantastic defense, boy, I'll win some damn Super Bowls too. Anyway, let's move along. Let's get back into DK, man. You know, old girl came in and snatched that phone. She came in and snatched that phone from your ass. Boy, quit talking about me on the internet. Nah, go ahead,
nah,
my guy.
bro.
Go ahead, my guy. You got it.
I'm a truck driver. I'm coming back to Dallas, and I was just I'm in Arkansas. I just passed across the border, bro. Just call drop.
I got you, my guy.
But no, I was saying.
Go ahead.
I was saying what I led to say, bro. Like with the second chick, bro, with my ex, it was like I was so into the possibilities. You know, she a business owner, got her bread, fine, all this, bro. I didn't like pay attention.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying, to the stuff, and then I had got myself into this situation.
Yeah.
So I say that to say, looking at the coaches, bro, the Rams game. When we was down, I think that was the Rams game or one of them damn games. We was down, I think it was 17 to 20.
Right.
And we had fourth down, you know, at the 4-yard line or whatever it was, or 9-yard line, and Mike McCarthy decided to go for it instead of tying the game. You know what I'm saying? When the defense was playing okay,
sure.
When we had the momentum, that 2-point conversion situation where everybody was like, why not go for 2 now? And we kind of tricked ourselves into believing like, oh, it's the analytics. I was telling you last week, I specifically paid attention to Connor McGovern when he came in the game, bro.
Right.
I didn't care about nothing else except watching him. And I was telling you on that last post game, that man played good, bro. He did good enough. So for them to be telling us all year, you know, basically not even mentioning his name and you know what I mean? It's just like, bro, I actually think we're going to lose this weekend. I hate to say it, but I think we're going to lose this weekend. And I feel like if the Redskins, who've been putrid on offense, bro, come out and put up 30-plus on us, Jerry needs to think about cutting bait, bro. Because this ain't working. This ain't going to work, bro. This not. We've been bamboozled. He's been bamboozled. And the man will be basically killing himself slowly if he stick around with this whole coaching situation, bro.
Well, DK, the first analogy that comes to my head when we talk about situations like this is buying and selling. You know what I mean? So, you know, when you first meet a woman, she's not selling, you know, who she is. She's selling what she could be. You know what I mean? She's selling that best version of herself. So what she's doing is that she's getting you caught up. She's getting you caught on this hook. You know what I mean? It's kind of like fishing, right? Like you see the bait, you get baited. You go, okay, cool. This is food. I'm happy about food. Next thing you know, you getting snatched out the damn water and you can't breathe. But you're like, yo, fam, she was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. No, that's what you were selling. I mean, that's what she was selling to you, and you bought it. You know what I mean? Just like the inverse. You know what I'm saying? We can only, you know, be responsible for what we're selling. You know what I mean? That's like if we open up a storefront and say, I'm selling boots, but this chick walk into your store and say, do y'all have sandals? Nah, we don't have sandals, but instead of just going to the sandal store, now she want to make you sell sandals. I ain't got no damn sandals. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So just to tie that up to the Mike McCarthy thing, I mean, look, we were excited with the ceiling of Mike McCarthy, just like with your relationship. The ceiling was looking good, but we weren't tied into the notion of what we had to go through to get to that ceiling. We may have to wait 6 years before we get to that ceiling. We don't want that. We wanted results as of today or at least next year. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't want to wait this long and go through your baggage and deal with your coaches and all this mess in the media and the James Slater report. We didn't sign up for this. I just wanted I just wanted to sell boots. But you're trying to sell me sandals right now. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, we either gonna.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
What, seriously, bro, like after we just said all that, I said that, you said that, what do you think? If you look through the Voch crystal ball, what you think gonna happen with these coaches, bro? Seriously. I think I trust in your opinion. So what you think, bro? I
think what's gonna end up happening is Mike McCarthy's gonna be around, but I think the fans are gonna pressure somebody into firing Mike Nolan. That's what I think is gonna happen. And to be fair, I don't think that should be the case, because for one, we don't have studs on defense. But for two, if you Mike Nolan and you see that 3-4 not working, then it's your job to adjust to do something that's not working. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's both sides to it. But I think the fan uproar is going to be so bad that Nolan's going to get fired. But the head coach is going to be there. Just like we don't want to fire Jason Garrett, but like we got to do something. So like let's get whatever defensive coordinator ain't good. Let's get him about the paint, but keep the head coach. That's kind of what Dallas be into. So Mike Nolan might get pushed off the bridge.
My last point about like that last caller was saying, I know he was talking about Jimmy, but like he was saying he don't know if it's him. I don't know if it's me, bro. Like it seemed like we got Mike McCarthy because he was supposed to be a better general than Jason Garrett.
Sure.
You feel me? And it's like he not making the basic adjustments, bro, that we supposed to make, and that's what make me say like he got to go too, not just the defensive coordinator, because the defense was supposed to be multiple, right? You told us in your film sessions it's a multiple defense.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So doesn't that mean if the 3-4 not working, let's switch to the 4-3. The 4-3 not working, let's switch to the 5-2.
Sure.
You feel me? If the cover 3 not working, let's work some man. Like let's find what works as quickly as possible, and they not doing that. So for me, bro, they gotta go. That's just me personally. But we'll see.
I tell you what, man, we got 10 games to figure it out, don't we, Doc? We got 10 games to figure this mess out. If it don't look good by January, heads might roll, my guy. DK, I appreciate you, sir. This was a great call. I like your analogy. I got a chance to do what I would do on like the Voch's Voice podcast. So if y'all like that kind of talk, y'all tune into the Voch's Voice podcast. That's how we do. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, my guy.
Yes, sir. Salute, bro.
Yeah,
Have a good weekend.
Yes, sir. Boy, let me tell y'all something, man. It's 570 people in this chat box. Y'all ain't know Voch give it up like that, huh? Oh, goodness. Let me tell y'all something, man. The Voch's Voice podcast is y'all can go ahead and sub right now. I'm actually gonna upload an episode today. So y'all can go ahead and tune in and get ready for that new episode. But I've been off for a while. It's my non-football podcast, and I talk about stuff just like that, man. I would love for us to do like a Q&A segment where y'all can call in and talk about situations like this, and we just kind of back and forth and just kind of grow. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's Voch's Voice on all podcast streaming platforms. You can type in Voch Lombardi, or you can type in Voch's Voice. Some of y'all know how I get down. In the chat box, Sheila said, "Hey, so hey." All right. We can do this. Let's go. Zach Noel up next. Big Cook on deck. Then we're gonna bring Jess up here, see what she got to say. Zach Noel, what was your last relationship like?
I'm married, so far so good, brother.
Oh, never mind. Don't worry about it. What's good, my guy? What you got for the show?
I appreciate the question, man. Happy Friday. Hope your water's spiked. My water sure is spiked. But hey, man, fucking Cowboys are, what can we say, man? I started following your channel, I think, in 2016 when we had that amazing season. I was overseas as well, military myself. So shout out to the caller a couple of calls ago. Overseas, shout out to you, my guy.
Shouts out to you as well, sir. Thank you.
Hey, I appreciate that. When I was overseas, you guys were the only connection I had to Cowboys Nation. And when we were going 13-3, oh, my God, that was some good days. Some good days indeed.
Opposite day. False. Those are not good days, sir. Oh, man. But go ahead, though, my guy. What you got? What you got about these Cowboys, man? Speak your mind.
Well, that kind of describes it. Like when we look at 2016, we had two rookies, Dak. We had Zeke. We had a hungry defense. We had a hungry team.
Sure.
What happened to that hungry team? You know what I mean? I just look at us today. We're defeated. I get it. We have injuries across the roster. We lost our captain, Dak Prescott. I love Dak Prescott. He was holding up the ship. He was holding it down.
Right.
And I just see a lot of defeat. And what frightens me is how we started and what the expectation was in 2016. We were expecting with that young roster that they were going to grow together, that they were going to, take off as winners. That was a winning season.
Yes, sir.
And that platform, we were going to be winners. That was the culture. The culture had changed. We had launched into a new era.
Right.
And so 4 years later, here we are in 2020, man. and you got Zeke fumbling. And by the way, this is not a new trend with Zeke. This has been going on with Zeke for a while.
Sure.
You know, I remember, I think it was 2018 or 2019 when he dropped that, or no, he had that fumble in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes to go to take the lead on a 48-yard run. You know, this is not, you know, this is a reoccurring theme with him, you know, and it's frustrating, you know, especially with Zeke. It's somebody who's supposed to be a leader by example.
Right.
You know, I'm not going to dog on him too much because it's a whole team issue. It's not just one player. I want people to realize it's not just one player. It is units. It is culture. It is it's unbelievable just where we are at. We are historically bad right now. I cannot believe we are historically bad on defense.
Sure.
It's one thing to be bad, but to be historically bad, that is just unacceptable. And I get it. COVID, I get it. Injuries, I get it. Adversity. But you look at other coaches in the league. You look at Matt Rule with Carolina, what he's done to that franchise. They're looking pretty good.
Sure.
And they don't have the most talented roster on defense. But, you know, nobody's making excuses for him. Nobody's making excuses for that team, and we cannot make excuses for what the product is on the field. The product is garbage. It's that simple. You know, and just the fall from 2016 to where we are at now, I cannot believe in my mind, I'm like, wow, we're looking at a complete rebuild. A complete rebuild. I would not be surprised if Tyron Smith retires in the offseason. I got to be completely honest.
That'll make me
I think that's
sick.
where his career's trending.
That'll make me sick.
Go ahead.
That'll make me sick. I will cry. Go ahead, man. I'm listening to you. But boy, that'll make me sick.
Me too. Hey, I appreciate trench work too. I love watching film of the trenches, the battle in the trenches. That is where football is played. Yeah. It's where it's won. And man, look at our trenches compared to 2016. It kills me. I feel like they lost a leader on that unit when Travis Frederick retired this offseason.
Right.
I really do. And I feel like that's a catalyst for Tyron Smith saying, hey, man, I made $100 million. I'm a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
But I've had back surgery after back surgery, now a neck surgery. I mean, pretty soon his whole spine's going to be fused together. I mean, at a certain point, he's going to have to make a life decision.
Sure.
Not a football decision, a life decision. And I feel like that's coming.
Sure.
And I feel like that's something we just got to brace for. If we lose him, he is a cornerstone piece. He is a cornerstone piece on the offensive line.
Yeah.
And then what? You know what I mean? Our defensive line sucks. It's garbage. It's terrible. And we have and look, the front office, they got to take some heat here. You know, Stephen Jones got to take some heat with DeMarcus Lawrence. You know, they activated a cap. They freed up cap space by guaranteeing him money, I think, on his fourth year. When, you know, with DeMarcus Lawrence, the whole idea of his contract was, oh, okay, first 3 years are guaranteed of his 5-year contract. Last 2 years are not guaranteed, but they push money out in the long run, guarantee that money in that year 4, which is going to, you know, make for a massive cap hit, and he's just not producing.
Right.
There's no getting out of that contract. And I'm like, wow. There's just, what do we do?
Right.
Like, where do we begin even rebuilding the defensive line? Where do we even begin rebuilding the offensive line? We have great auxiliary pieces. That's what's so crazy to me. Like, I will say this, they pushed all their chips, like, the whole organization pushed all their chips into the middle of the table, so I'll give the organization credit for that. They went out, they got a Super Bowl winning coach, even though maybe they didn't do their full homework. But they said, we're going to go get a Super Bowl winning coach. We're going to go get Pro Bowlers on the defensive line in the free agency. And we're going to do as much as we possibly can and just hope we're healthy. And we're going to go compete for a Super Bowl. So I give the organization credit for trying, but it's a complete failure. And I'm just fucking blown away, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of Cowboys fans feel like me. And I'm like you as well, where I'm optimistic about this. I called in a couple weeks ago, and I was defending some of the things I was seeing on the field. And I was like, hey, change is good. Change might take time to resonate with the team, but it isn't.
Yeah.
And now that I'm looking at the reality of the roster, I just got to be real, man. We're far away.
We'll see what happens, man. You've made some fantastic points, and that's why I've, bumped you up to privilege now, because, you always seem to make these points when you call in. So, Zach, no, appreciate you, man. This was a great call.
Hey, thanks for letting me vent, brother. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. Something for y'all mind. Something for y'all mind. Zach No say. Hey, man, Zach No say, quit living off old bodies, man. That's what we call it in the hood, man. You living off old bodies. I mean, lock the phone.
The conference has been locked.
We're gonna do like 30 more minutes, man. So we got 2 privileged callers. Okay? And then we're gonna run it all back in a circle. We might put clock game to good work after these 2, because I'm sous videing a prime ribeye steak right now. And I've never had a prime ribeye steak before, because I've been broke my whole life. I've been eating choice steaks. So I'm just now to a point where I can eat some prime steaks, and I'm sous videing a prime ribeye. And I know I got like 30 minutes or at least 35 or something like that. So we're going to get through these 11 callers, and we're going to talk to the chat box, and we're going to get it done before this show hits 2 hours. All right? Let's boogie. This could be done. This could be done. But let's see what we're going to do. We're going to get Uncle Charlie up in here. Then we're going to get Brandon from Frankly Football up in here. Then we're going to get Jess up in here. Then we're going to run the gambit. All right? Let's boogie. What's up, Unc?
What's up, nephew?
Everything, old
yeah.
man. First of all, let me ask you a question.
Sir.
How is Unc Senior? Did we get an update on that?
He's at home. He's resting.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to thank the Cowboy Nation, the Cowboy family, for their prayers. And the only thing the Unc Senior he needs to do is stop eating cookies and cakes and snacks at night and knocking out 4 or 5 Coca-Colas.
Yeah.
He can't be doing that. And that's what put him in the hospital, eating all that sugar, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. One day at a time.
I thank you, Bosh.
Yeah.
I thank you, nephew, for putting out those prayers.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cowboy Nation. Thank you, my Cowboy family. My dad is at home, and we got security on him right now. He ain't going to never eat another cookie. As long as he lives, he won't eat another cookie. That's it.
Hey, man, sugar-free, 0 carb and all that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go. Hey, man, we gonna fix it up, man. We gonna make sure everything, so we can keep Unc Senior here for a good little bit. You know what I'm saying? But what you got for the show today? Go ahead.
Well, and like I said, eating them cookies, but then back then he used to eat squirrels, and they didn't give him no high blood pressure then. So, but let me just say this: I want to tell the Cowboy Nation this. Somebody on that team, whether it's the coach or Jerry Jones, needs to have an on the team meeting, and somebody needs to stand up and say, "Look, man, we all see. We need to put our brand, have a brand aside, and the thing is about winning ball games." Let me tell you something, man. I had a friend of mine, good friend of mine, man. And man, let me tell you something, man. He had an old, but he was my friend, bro. I mean, he smelled like a 1,000-year-old closet. But yeah, still, he gave me a call, said, "Man, you gonna watch the Bama game?" I said, "Yeah, man. We're all tired. I'll come get you." And then we had to pick up some other guys, and when we got in the car, everybody said, "What that smell is?" And they asked me, "Why you got your head out the wood?" I said, "I'm trying to see if the tire was flat." While I was driving, so I couldn't stand the smell either. So I told the guys, I said, by the time we got to my house, I said, "Y'all going on in. I'm going to go to the store real quick. Y'all go ahead and start watching the game." Then I get there, I went to the dollar store and got him some stoves, body wash. I said, "Here, man." He said, "What is this?" I said, "Man, it's something for you, from me to you." He said, "Man, I don't need this." I said, "Man, you need this." I said, "Did you say your wife ain't sitting in the bed with you no more?" I said, "That's why I got it. But she can't get in the bed with you." So somebody got to say something. Right. You can do it by words or action, but we can't keep getting deep like this. Right. You see the Eagles, Bob? Do you see them? Right. They could have lost that game last night. Right. But the will in the team that carried them through. Right. That's the same thing we need to have, is will to carry us through. Somebody got to get to say something, man. Somebody got to get to say something. Somebody got to say something. That's all I got to say, nephew. And I want to tell everybody this. When you work for somebody and they scratch their behind and shake your hand, they ain't trying to greet you. That's a goddamn habit. So I want everybody to understand that. We need to focus and get on this team, and everybody needs to be accountable for what they do. And that's all I got to say, nephew.
Appreciate you, Unc. Unc is a
Yes,
blessing.
sir.
Unc is a blessing to all of us, man. He is a blessing to all of us. Listen, if you stink, you will continue to stink until someone says something. So somebody that worked for the Cowboys got to step up and say something. Let me tell you something, man. I used to think that Unc used to come on here making up stories, but he never ran out of stories. He just kept coming with more and more stories. I'm like, there is no way. Okay, let me unlock the phone.
The conference has been unlocked.
Call back, Jess. There's no way Unc just is making up stories at this point. All this has had to happen at some point. We got Brandon. He's one half of Frankly Football, man. What's up, Brandon?
Yes, sir. How you doing, my brother?
I'm coolin', my guy. Just Uncle Charlie got me just metaphored up over here, man. You know how it go.
He's a national treasure, man.
He's a treasure, man.
He's a national treasure. Should be protected.
We must keep him safe. What you got for the show, brother?
Yes. So I'm obviously a little late.
That's cool.
I was thinking about the whole Quinnen Williams thing.
Sure.
I'm one of those guys that likes to keep his picks. I'm one of those draft guys. I love to watch film, roll the dice on those new prospects.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to ask myself, risk versus reward. Is Quinnen Williams a guy that's currently on his third year?
Mm-hmm.
We would basically get him for 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Is he worth potentially pick number, 40, 42, something like that?
Sure.
Could you get a better interior defensive prospect than Quinnen Williams for pick number 42?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure that you can. Of course, I would love to try, but that's just the gambler in me. If I could go and get Quinnen Williams for a 4.2, I think I'd do it instantly because those 2 years, he instantly improves anything that you can get in your D-line.
Well, see, Brand, this is my thing, man. These top 50 picks, bro. These top 50 picks is so tricky. I don't want to.
Right.
I don't want to be in a situation where, in the first round, okay, so like Quinnen, like he'll probably come here and be a one tech or something. I don't want to be in a situation where, hell, like in the first round, the best one tech might be on the board and we take him. You know what I'm saying? To where I feel like if you don't hold on to your guns sometimes, I think that's when you make mistakes. And sometimes, let's get Cooper and we'll end up with the 20-something overall pick and it just ends up working out that way. Other times you trade a first round pick for Earl Thomas and get CeeDee Lamb. You see what I mean? So
yeah,
I just don't want it to be a situation where if we just hold on our picks and just stick to your guns, like the best situation may happen for you, But on the other hand, Brand, I said this earlier, you said you came in late. Let me lock the phone because I let one person in, 6 people call.
The conference has been locked.
Opportunist. I said this earlier, Brandon. I said, why do the Jets, a team that drafted Quinnen Williams 3rd overall, right? Why do they want to get rid? Why do they want to get rid of him? And it could be multiple reasons. But one thing that I always notice is how the fans feel. And I said this earlier, but when the Texans got rid of DeAndre Hopkins, Texans fans were livid. Cardinals fans got rid of David Johnson. They was cool with getting rid of David Johnson. I don't see any Jets fans mad that the idea of their 3rd overall pick is being let go. So in my mind, I'm like, damn, who are we getting for a top 50 pick here? That's my only concern, sir. But if I can get Quinnen Williams and he's the guy, that I thought he was coming out of Alabama, then I feel good about that. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't know.
Well, yeah, that's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to go back and see how they were when the Jamal Adams trade happened. Were they happy or sad? It could be that Quinnen Williams is just disgruntled with, his situation, his team. Because who wouldn't when, their team is winless? Or he could be gun under the seat guy.
Sure.
That is, very possible.
Sure.
So it comes down to a variety of things.
Okay, watch this though. Watch this though, Brandon. Watch this though. Good example. What if we needed wide receiver help last year? Like we got rid of Randall Cobb. We said, you know what? I'm gonna trade a second overall pick for wide receiver. Pardon me, second round pick for a wide receiver. So we got a wide receiver now, right? So we got a wide receiver. And CeeDee Lamb follows us at 17. Now we can't take CeeDee Lamb because we just spent the second on wide receiver. So now we got to draft Chase on, and then we pass up on Diggs in the second round because we ain't got a pick to get him. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you can hurt yourself, but go ahead, my guy.
That is very true. Very, very true. But that trading that second round pick could very well mean, okay, we're now going to decide to push to win the division, which no matter how you slice it, is still very well in play. So that could be the difference between pick 10 and pick 19 as we see ourselves currently in. I also see things like this. Dallas Cowboys got a lot of needs. You know, no matter how you slice it, it's needs almost everywhere on defense and in plenty of places on offense. So you have a lot of options to hit. You don't just have to shoehorn yourself to interior one tech or three tech, wherever we would potentially put Quinnen.
Sure. I feel you. I feel you, man. But I want my picks. I'm draft guy, Brandon. What you want from me? I want my picks, man.
Or you could, drift that tank all the way into a top 5 pick, and just have your draft.
Now, see, look, this is my thing, though.
You are not that guy.
This is my thing. I don't want a top 5 pick unless it's 1 or 2. That's my thing. Because I don't want to be in a situation to overdraft a player that I don't want, because you limit your options. I said this earlier, you weren't here, but think about last year's draft. If you 3rd overall, you can't draft Kinlaw. You just got to take whoever the hell's there at 3rd overall. You know what I'm saying?
I'd take Okudah. I would have took Okudah.
So now your question is, do we have a Jeff Okudah in this class? I don't think we have a Jeff Okudah. I don't think we have a Chase Young. I don't think we have Isaiah Simmons in this class. We got a fantastic receiver up there. We got quarterbacks up there. And we got an offensive lineman that I don't think is Quentin Nelson, so I'm kind of bullish on drafting him. But we'll see what happens. You see what I'm saying? I would rather have the options this year. Now, if Chase Young is up there, let's go get him. I just don't think Chase Young up there.
Of course. I'm just going to end on this last thing. The Cowboys fans, we are Zach, the guy like 2 callers before me, like right before Uncle Charlie.
Yeah.
He was a little pessimistic. I think that we are closer than what we think. We've seen, even with an injured offensive line, that our team can compete and be very close. I think that we will get much better after this draft. So, Cowboys fans, we are not as far away as we think.
I feel you on that, man. Plug your stuff before I hang up on you.
As I said, I'm Brandon, one half of Franklin Football. Me and my cohort, Set It Off Chris, we watch film and talk football things. Voch, I'm going to text you later on tonight, bro. I got a crazy idea that I want to get your opinion on.
Appreciate it. My cohort, Set It Off Chris. My constituents over at the Yahoo. Appreciate you, my guy. Salute.
Hey.
Yeah. So listen, y'all, this is what we going to do. I'm about to pull up my telephone, and we going to put 70 seconds on the clock. We got 10 callers, and we going to get to all y'all. We going to get to every single last one of y'all. But we going to play a little bit of clock game. 70 seconds. That's a minute 10. If you can't count. All right. So let me make sure my time is straight. Let me make sure my volume good. Let me make sure my shoulders are stretched out. And let's get clock game started. We got Jess up next. Shaq the Vikings fan on deck. He been in the chat box waiting on draft season to start. And we got Notepad Fairley in the hole. All right? Seems like my chat box is very excited about clock game. I know y'all love it. Let's boogie. Let's get Jess on the phone. See what he talking. Huh?
Yes. Hey.
Huh? Jess, who?
Hey.
Jess, who is that over there screaming at you? Who is that?
No, I'm talking to my cousin, trying to calm her down.
Tell cousin that Voch Lombardi say, let's relax, let's have a hug, let's drink some
He said,
water.
let's relax, let's have a hug and drink some water.
Drink some water and let's be cool. Let's chill.
And let's be cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, but
I don't know you.
but go ahead though, Jess. It's all good. She can be mad if she wants
Okay,
to.
I just
Go ahead.
PVO, man, just PVO, and everything's gonna be all right. It's not the end of the world, guys. Come on, man.
Right.
We lost all QB to injury. Yes, we know this. We had a rough game last week. Yes.
Jess, hold on, Jess.
But everything's gonna be okay.
Jess,
It's no time to get.
Wait, Jess, wait a minute. Sugar Bear, hold on. I just think it's so hilarious that we picked up the phone and you wasn't the one screaming this time. Ain't that something? Don't we deserve to give you credit for that? Shouldn't we give you credit for that?
It be because I be on speaker.
That's what it is, OJ. All right, go ahead.
Yes.
We listen though. Positive vibes. Go ahead. Long season. Go ahead. We got you. Go
Positive vibes. I mean, and come on, guys. We getting our players, some of our players back. Y'all think Randy Gregory's finna go out there and play slow? No, he's ready to play. He's ready to go out there. He's hungry.
Right.
He's not one of these young boys.
Right.
We need these young boys to step up and do what they got to do. Because, you know, like I told Law,
right.
When you get a new job, somebody give you a chance.
Right.
You go in there with full force. My grandparents had us out there before.
Right.
And you had to shake manure down long roads.
Right.
So me and my cousin came to agreement. He go on in, or they go at the front end, and I come started being I was on, and we met up in the middle. And when somebody get a chance, go do it. You don't play sorry. You don't play like today.
Right.
You go and you pow.
Right.
So, all I got to say is, no need to be getting frustrated and bashing them. I know time goes. All right.
Oh, Jess, but listen, Jess, thank you so much. This was a great call and it made me smile today. Tell your friend, your sister, cousin, whoever it is that you're trying to calm down. Tell her she made Voch Lombardi smile. Hopefully that make her smile. Thank you, ma'am.
All right.
Boy, look, man, I picked up the phone. I heard, and I'm like, what the hell going on with Jess? And Jess was like, hello. I was like, oh. Cause look, normally Jess pick up the phone, holler. I'm like, hey Jess, cause her energy bring mine up. But Jess' energy this time had me like, well, hello Jess, how are you? Hello Jess, I hope you're happy. Tell your friend to calm down, but Jess, me and you can have this conversation. We can talk like this. Rough. Now let me turn the volume back up. Oh man, y'all are something else, boy. Chat box, y'all are something else. Clap it up for Jess. All right. Let's reset. We got 70 seconds back on the clock. Let's boogie. Who we say? Shaq was up next. Then Notepad Fairley's on deck. Then Big Cook in the hole. Man, I had y'all waiting all day, man. I apologize. We going to get into it, though. Shaq, what's happening?
What's going on, Voch? How you been, man?
What's cracking, my guy? I'm good. Waiting on draft season like you.
Yeah, you know, just like y'all Cowboys fans, this season did not turn out the way I expected.
Sure.
But 6 years ago, we had signed a quarterback, you know, the right to sign Kirk Cousins.
Sure.
And I knew he was not it. But Vikings fans are hard-headed, and they want to believe that he's the guy who's going to get us the Super Bowl and that the team can't do no wrong with him at quarterback.
Let me just pause your time real fast, though, Shaq, and I'm going to let you get it back. We have 50 seconds right now. If Kirk Cousins walked away, and would you trade for Dak Prescott? Would you like for Dak Prescott to be your quarterback?
Hell yeah.
All right, cool. I'll just ask.
Maybe what I.
All right, cool. I'll just ask. All right, cool. Go ahead, my guy. I got you.
Not with our top 5 pick we're probably going to have, but if we had like a late first, like if we went to the playoffs and Kirk didn't perform, I would have traded that first round pick to y'all.
Okay, okay, I
first,
got you.
Maybe a fifth.
Okay, I got you. Not for like Trevor Lawrence or something, but you would like for Dak to be your quarterback. All right, cool. Go ahead, my guy. Go ahead.
Yeah, because Dak is mobile enough to show that. See, and I'm glad. I ain't glad he got hurt, but it showed the Cowboys what y'all have in Dak.
Right.
And Andy Dalton's not a mobile quarterback.
Right.
And you see what happens when you don't have a mobile quarterback behind the bad offensive line. Everything goes bad.
Andy's just bad, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know you bad.
Yeah.
But for prospects, if you looking to start draft season, I say Makai Parsons from Penn State.
Okay.
He should be on the radar for Cowboys.
Yep.
Who else? There's also I don't know Stingley from LSU that's in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
I know he opted out, but that'll be another great pick for y'all.
We're not draft the receiver, man. We're gonna look at one of these offensive linemen. We're gonna look at one of these corners, one of these linebackers, one of these D linemen. Hey yo, Shaq, that's your time though. But listen, stay tuned in because draft season on the way. You heard?
All right. Thanks for everything.
Yes, sir. Boy, Shaq called in to tell us that, hey, yeah, man, we'll love to have Dak Prescott. I know you would. Notepad Fairley up next. Big Cook on deck. Raider Bob in the hole. Let's boogie. Notepad, what's happening?
What's going on with you, Voch?
I'm cooling, my guy. What you got for the show?
Well, I just want to say, man, Andy Dalton is what I thought he was.
That boy.
Shit.
That boy. Listen, man. Nene was in the chat box. Boy, say Andy Dalton want to just throw the ball to Buda Baker so bad. He want Buda Baker to be on our team so bad. I was like, yeah,
man.
I was like, yeah.
Hey, man, they said, oh yeah, he got the best backup in the league and all that, man. Cincinnati let that man go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could have held on to him like Miami did Fitzpatrick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let your boy get a little experience, but anyway, man, like I say, I'm kind of like your boy, man. Man, these cats understand how much Dak meant. Now, you know what I mean? All these folks, you know, watching his money and watching his pocket and all that, man. Yo, bro, that dude is legit, bro.
Right.
And man, he's gonna be legit. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I told you, man, that man is gonna have number 4 retired, but you watch and see. You know what I mean?
Right.
In Dallas, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He coming back. Jerry and them ain't crazy. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Hey.
Sure.
But no, I just came in, man. I jumped in at the last minute too when that phone line opened back up just 'cause I could.
Cause y'all ain't no good, man. But listen, man, call me back on the post game show, man. I'm trying to cook this steak real fast.
Know.
You know what I'm saying? Appreciate your Notepad Fairley. My guy, man.
All right.
My guys, yeah, man. I went ahead and snuck on in there. That's why I hung up on you for your time run out now. Let's boogie. We got Big Cook up next, Raider Bob on deck, then C. It's just the letter C, so we gonna boogie. C is in the hole. So Big Cook is up. What's up, Big Cook?
Hey, Voch, I ain't even mad at you, bro. I know you had to get Unc up in there. Man. I ain't even mad. Unc made me laugh every weekend, bro.
Man, listen, Cook, my bad, man. It's just circumstances. I didn't even mean to bump you down the queue like that, but we got to get Unc in there. But you understand?
It's all good, fam.
I feel better.
I know he privileged, man.
I feel better.
Good, but look, though,
I feel better. Go ahead, Big Cook.
Man, I got a couple things in order. I'm about to work this clock game real quick. So look.
Yes, sir.
If Tyron is healthy next year, I say we trade him. I say we draft an offensive lineman with our first pick. I'll do that first. Second round pick, I'm going to get a corner. We need to figure out what we're going to do with these guys whose contracts are up at the end of the year. For our Cheeto, I think.
Damn, boy, that was a fast minute, man. Dang, why? That went by fast as hell, man. Golly, man. Yo, Big Cook, I don't know the why you want to trade Tyron Smith, man?
Man, because he gets hurt every year. I know that's a cornerstone with us, but I figured if we can get something for him and not have to deal with these injuries with him every single year, I figured why not? Voch, he's only going to get older at this point, so why not go and draft a young stud with our first-round draft pick with an offensive lineman and try to get something for time?
Because I want my young stud to play defense because I have no first-round picks invest in the defense except Leighton Vander Esch.
We'll wrap this weekend. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you, but I feel you. I feel what you're saying, but I also feel like, Voch, be honest. Every year Tyron gets hurt. Yes or no?
Yeah. Sure.
Why not try to get something for him while we still can?
Honestly, because I feel like, watch this. I feel like the pick you get back. Having Tyron Smith is more important than the pick you get back. Like if you know, like somebody give like a fifth, sixth round pick for him. We see these older veteran guys get traded for fifth, sixth round picks all the time, and he has injuries, right? But you could just keep Tyron. Look, he's a top 5 offensive lineman in the league playing for $12 million. Laramie Tunsil making 25 right now. And we got that man for 12. Like, let's just keep him. And for the 9 games that he played, this has been like one of the only seasons where he's been hurt for the whole season. But if we can get a top 5 offensive lineman for 11 games for $12 million, let's do it. Let's do it.
Hey, Voch, before you let me go, I want you to go and do a film study if you got time on my boy Quentin Spain. I want us to sign him like yesterday, man.
Who?
Quentin Spain. The Bills just let him go. He played for Tennessee, then he went to the Bills. But he is, in my opinion, is a better upgrade than Connor. I know you love Connor, but please go look at Quentin Spain film and let me know what you think.
I'll take a look at it, even though I did a whole segment about cutting Connor earlier, but I'll look at it.
All right, boss man. All right, boss man.
All right, bro.
All right.
Jesus, man. Boy, that time sure do move fast when people talk about trading Tyron Smith. Boy, I don't get it. Let's get Raider Bob up in here, man. Raider Bob is one of the only Raider fans that I can really get along with. The rest of them is kind of whack. But what's up, Raider Bob?
Oh, man, I had to stay on for DK.
Yeah.
But I was a little disappointed at the ending. But anyway, Quinnen Williams.
All right.
Now, yeah, I know you want to know what the hell's going on with him, but
yes, sir.
I don't think the GM that got him is still in the business. I mean, in Jets, right?
Right.
And the coach ain't going to be there long. Now there might be something else going on, but he, you get him for like $1 million a year for the next 3 years.
I mean, he'll be cheaper, but he won't be $1 million a year cheap. But look though, Raider Bob, this is my thing. Like, if somebody called me and say, "Hey, Voch, we want you to be, we want you to come in and be the new GM for the Jets," I'm not letting go my young cornerstone guys. Like Quinnen Williams is a guy that I can build around, whether I drafted him or not.
Yeah, but this guy right now with the Jets is going to let him go. They're having a fire sale in New York.
Fire sale makes sense, but I mean, it doesn't make sense when these guys are young, though. Like these young, high-quality guys. I mean, yeah, you want picks, but you only want picks because you want young players. You want young, good players. Quentin is a young, good player. So I think there's a lot.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I wanted him. I was hoping we had 4. We got, number 4. I wanted Quinnen Williams to drop to us.
You ended up getting Farrell that year. Yeah.
Yeah. We got him.
Now, okay, no. Look, Raider Bob, bro. No. Perfect example. You'll let go of Cleveland Farrell, right? But you just got Josh Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, I'm coming in to retool the Raiders. Yeah, man, I didn't draft Josh Jacobs, but I'm gonna trade him for a pick. I mean, you could, but that's a good player. You see what I'm saying? I just think some guys shouldn't be touched. I think Quinnen Williams.
He's a good player, but I think we could have got him in the second round.
I agree. I definitely agree with you there. I 100% agree with you there. But my job is to get as many young, good players as I can. I think Quinnen Williams is a young, good player. I don't know why they want to let him go. And for whatever reason they want to let him go, I don't want to give up a top 50 pick, and I get him and I don't like him for the same reason they don't like him.
I got to give you props. Because you said you look at what other people are saying.
Yes, sir.
Well, here's the thing is that when we traded for the guy from the Lions, the linebacker, Whitehead. We traded for him. I'll tell you what, his fan base, the fan base of the Lions, were so damn happy to get rid of him because he couldn't cover.
Yeah.
He says anytime any opposing team needed a first down on 3rd and long, they just run a running back out of the backfield and there's first down.
Yeah.
Because you're right. Find out. You need to find out. But Quinnen Williams is under. He was a first-round pick. In fact, he was like, some people said he was the best player, period.
Voch said that shit. I said it. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah.
See, I knew somebody that I trusted said it.
Yeah. I mean, I love him, you know. So it may be an off the field thing, man. It may have something to do with the guns at the airport. He may have kidnapped somebody. He may have gotten fat in the off season. I don't know, but Raider Bob, that's your time. I appreciate you, brother.
All right. You take care.
Yes, sir.
Keep up the truth.
Appreciate it. I will, sir. I let Raider Bob talk a little longer because Raider Bob got a little privilege. You know what I'm saying? But we at 1 hour and 54 minutes. So we gonna run clock game regular now. We gonna go C up next, then 214 on deck, then 662 in the hole. Let's boogie. C, is your name just supposed to be C?
Yes, sir.
All right, then, brother C. What's happening? C, what you got for the what you got for the show?
Hey man, well I talked to you the first time was it 2 weeks ago, right before the last week's game. But I kind of want to talk about the draft, but what I want to mix in right before I talk about the draft is when you mentioned Jimmy Johnson, and I think a lot of old school fans, especially myself, when we hear about Jimmy Johnson, I don't think it's more so the coach. It's you had someone who was elite at the coaching, which we haven't had in a while, almost like a Belichick. And you had someone that ran the organization as far as picking the players. Because when you mentioned all his teams, I know you kind of mentioned it. You know, he's the one that brought these players in because he was at Miami at the time. So he knew the talent when they were bringing them in. But I don't want to get too much into that. But, you know, that's why he was so good. And at that time, players weren't able to go over his head. He ran a team. Now you see kind of when he leaves and Jerry runs, you know, the organization, he hasn't had a strong-minded coach like that, and I think that's been our biggest issue. And having a GM and a coach, you know, work cohesively together is what really, I think is important. But I don't want to harp too much on that. But I did want to, you know, pick your brain as far as the draft is concerned. So when we look at this upcoming draft, and I know you said, like, hey, you don't want to be in the top, but for me, it's like, you know what? I want to see us 2-14, just a clean slate, and then let's see what happens there. That way, this team gives us options. Because at the very worst, if we resign Dak, you can always pick. I'd rather pick at the top of each round. But you never know. Dak might sit there and say, you know what? How Steven's been running, you know, trying to sign him, he might not want to come back. And truthfully, I want Dak back. If I'm Dak, if I'm saying, hey, I put myself in his shoes, I don't want to be back here. I'd rather go to a team like the Saints, give me a team like the Patriots, and let's ball. But that's just me.
Hey, man.
And just real quick, I'm the best player available at the top. But I want to talk more on the draft with you. But it was great rapping with you.
Yeah, I got you, man. We're going to have a lot of draft shows coming. If we lose to Washington, we're going to have a draft show next week. So tune in, my guy.
Hey, listen, we losing it. We're not even going to be favored any game going here on out. So, like, we're not gonna tank, but we just gonna lose because we're a bad team. That's fact.
There you go. Appreciate it, C. Thanks for calling in. Yeah, man. For those of you tuned in right now, 433 people watching live, and anybody that may be tuning in after this. You know, I don't know how long y'all been around. Some of y'all are very new, but you know, like Cowboy guy is my second job, right? like Voch the Cowboy analyst is my second line of work. My native language is draft. You know what I mean? Like I get busy with draft every year. We get into it, study it. We go hard at it. We drop film every week. We analyze it every week. We do rankings. I drop I study like 400 prospects or whatever. I even got a good idea about the undrafted guys, and you know, it's a fun time. And then we do a draft stream every year, and last year's draft stream was pretty fire. Put some fire emojis if you were in the City Lamb draft stream. So for those of you that are draft fans, that are Cowboy fans, you know, you just getting here and just didn't know, hey man, tune in and you'll like it. That's my first language. Now I'm not gonna make the 2 hour mark, but it's cool. 214 is up next, 662 on deck, 682 in the hole. Let's boogie. 214, what's up? Who this?
Hey, what up, this Jerome? You hear me?
I hear you. I hear
everything. All right, what's up, Voch? Yeah, I'm on the phone with you, man.
What's good?
Yeah, I'm straight up here out of Dallas. It's J. Chu. Okay. I can't believe I actually got in. I've been waiting on hold. Real quick, I know I'm on the clock, but I started out with Mark Holmes, then I came out with the late night hype, to still law, all y'all, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And I like to sit back and observe. I would have never thought I had to call in, but real talk, this season, the way it's been going, I'm like, man, I got to call in. Now, I'm your age, right?
Okay.
And so my point of views are a lot the same. So a couple things. One thing real quick is Ron Leary, right?
Yes, sir.
When they first brought him in, they evaluated him. It wasn't really health. It was money, yada, yada, woo, woo, woo.
Uh-huh.
But I'm like, at this point, why would you not consider, like scientifically, the shortest point between A and B is a straight line, right?
Right.
If you got a mobile quarterback, he can deal with the tackles. But if that pocket ain't clean, Andy Dalton can't deal with pressure up the middle, right? Sure. Why would you not pick that phone back up? Why would you not call Leary like, hey, what's up? Why would you not? That's my first point. And my second point is, I hear people talking about tanking, we talking about the draft and yada, yada, yada. But who wants a coaching staff that in their heart don't have enough pride to be like, oh, I'm going to tank? Like, how you going to try to teach people, like, it's okay to lose? Like, no, you fight with everything you have left. You know what I mean? Like, the team is like the human body. Like, if your lungs shut down, you need your kidneys to kick in. Like, you need different things. Like, the team, you might not have your starters. Mm-hmm. But Philly figured it out when they had Nick Foles. Miami figured it out last year. They got a lot of people out of there. They have a winning culture. And now they put a two-way in. It's just like things might not go according to plan. I don't want a coaching staff that's okay with tanking. I don't want a coaching staff that's okay with giving up. So if my coaching staff is in place, then we need to find out, like you said, we got what players is going to make something happen. And at the same time, make that phone call to Ryan Leary. Like, why have we not made that call?
Hey, man, we'll see what happens. Huh?
You got to lock me in as platinum, because I promise I'm going to call back. You got to lock me in.
All right, then I'll put you in there then, J. True. Next time you call in, I got you put down, man.
J. True.
I got you, my guy. Appreciate you, man.
All right. Appreciate it, bro.
Yes, sir. That man made him own self platinum. I ain't never seen that before. He said, hey, man, put me platinum, man. I'm J. True. I said, all right, cool, I got you. I think it was good enough. I think you made some platinum. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. 662 up next, 682 on deck, 801 in the hole. Let's book it. Boy, y'all just flying on rocket ships today, boy. Let me turn this down. Hello?
Hello?
What up, 662? Who this?
It's Delawrence. How you doing today, Bob?
What's happening? What you got for the show?
Man, I just want to, I ain't got that much time. I just want to let you know, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate your show. I listen to it every time you come on live and whatnot.
Okay.
I appreciate your show, so, you give me something to look forward to today.
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna make this short and sweet. We need some dogs on defense, and my DM center boy, we need some dogs. And the point that you brought up about middle linebacker, I like that. Because your middle guy had a deep tackle in your middle linebacker work the middle of the field. That's the main thing that Kinnon's on right now. I need a linebacker somebody gonna cross the middle, knock the head out the shoulder. That's what I need.
Yeah.
And also we need look at the first Tyrone Smith, you know what I'm saying? He get up in age, so we need to look at the draft and left tackle or whatnot.
Yeah.
I just want to give you a preview of what you think about drafting a middle linebacker in the first round.
So I don't want to reach for no picks or whatever. So I think we have enough needs on this team to where, wherever we at in the draft or whatever, first round, second round, third round, wherever we at, the best player up there should fit our team somewhere, Of course, we're not looking for, like quarterback or receiver, nothing like that. But like if there's a D lineman there, linebacker, safety, O lineman, like I think across the board, like if we can get somebody at that spot, whoever the best player is, we should just get it there because we need help everywhere,
Exactly. Just like when we do with CC Lamb, the best player, pick them up. It don't matter what position.
Yep.
As long as they help the team out.
There you go.
That's all my day. I appreciate listening to you, though, man.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. What's your name again?
DeLawrence.
DeLawrence?
Yeah, DeLawrence. Out of Mississippi.
DeLawrence, Mississippi. All right, man. I just put you down platinum, man. It was a good call. Appreciate you.
Oh, appreciate you too, man.
Yeah. DeLawrence from Mississippi. All right, my guy. Two more. 2 more. Then we're going to go take my torch, sear my steak, and we're going to see what a prime ribeye tastes like. Because I've been broke my whole life. I never had a prime ribeye before, but I'm going to have one today, though. All right? Because we keto voucher today, so I can have a prime steak. We got 682 up next, 801 on deck. So let's boogie. 682, what's up? Who this?
Hey, this is Roderick, the one that made that comment about that screen pass with Andy Dalton.
Yeah, okay, that's you. Okay, okay, that's you. I got you.
It was me. Yeah, I didn't need no apology. I just want to make sure that you see that thing. But my question right now is about Mike Nolan.
Apology for what?
Wait
a minute. Apology for what?
About my comment. He said I apologize. I didn't mean no apology.
I apologize to you?
Yeah, I'm a comment. Yes, you did.
Okay,
I apologize.
Okay, time out. Rewind it. Okay, what you say? which comment? Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'm calling about Mike Nolan.
No. What did I apologize for? You good on time. I got your time. What did I apologize for?
Oh, you apologize. Well, I made that comment about that screen pass because you didn't see it, right?
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
You, okay, it was you. I got you, my guy. Okay, yeah, no doubt, Roderick. I got you, my guy. Go ahead.
Yeah, but my question is about Mike Nolan because his culture is really messed up. Because when we had Ron Maninelli had culture. It was a blue collar system, and you see effort from all the players. Because remember in 2013 we was like the worst defense at the time, and then when Ron Maninelli came in, he totally changed it. And we turned out average.
Right.
The next year. So with Mike Nolan, it's like the defenses got worse and didn't get better.
Right.
That's my question of all.
It seems that we've gotten worse, but the one thing I keep saying about Mike Nolan is that this is a first year defense and we don't really have any top tier players on defense, so that could be his problem. But then again, maybe he shouldn't try to implement his system without the players that are required. So I mean, it's a little bit of give and take though. Yeah, go ahead.
We didn't have no top tier players on 2013, but we ended up becoming good in 2014.
Sure.
I'm just saying,
Sure.
So I just looking at the cultural wise of it, and that's my biggest thing about it. Because defense, I think is more about effort than anything.
Yeah. I feel you, my guy. Defense is about effort, and you kind of got to know your assignment. But besides that, run to the ball and tackle somebody. Appreciate you, Roderick. This is a good call, man. I just added your platinum, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Tyrone dropped a deuce in super chat. How am I? I think we're all sober here, Tyrone. He also said, will you trade a second, third, or fourth? Oh, pardon me, a second or a third for safety Simmons from Denver? Nah, man, I'm trying to keep my picks because Denver don't even want Simmons. So I just rather use one of those picks, probably the second, and just go get a safety. Let's keep my picks. Go get a safety. One more caller, one more night, and we're gonna get up out of here. All right, I'm not too late overtime. I'm about 10 minutes overtime. It's cool. 801. What's happening? Who this?
Yo, boss, this is number 6 banger from California.
You say this is number 6? Who?
Number 6 banger.
Number 6.
Been trying to get in on your.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, number 6 banger. I got you, my guy. What you got for the show?
Just call me Adam, man.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Adam. Thank you. Go ahead, Adam. That's much better.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
All right. So first point here is about our culture. One of the quotes that I love to hear is always from Hernan Cortez. If you want to take an island, give yourself no choice, so you have to burn the ships. And one of the things I think we need to do is one of his crewmen actually started laughing when he said to burn the ships, and so he stabbed him dead in the chest.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things I think we need to do is make an example of somebody on that defense specifically. I'm hanging towards either Tyrone Crawford myself, or I say cut Tyrone Crawford, bench Jalen, because those are the two that seem to have the most lackadaisical effort at times. Jalen's a fantastic player, but at times he seems to, disappear here and there. Tyrone is just Mr. Almost, as I've grown to call him. Almost made it. Almost made a tackle. Almost got a pressure. So close, but so far. But finally, I say change the culture, man. I'm from California, but I grew up with Joey Porter, one of the defensive assistants from the Steelers. You probably already know. I'm not going to go into that. But it's Cowboys in the blood, but I grew up with steel in the bones. So I say change the culture and make sure that everybody knows that I'm not above cutting anybody or sitting you down for the rest of the game. That's all I got for you, sir.
All right, man. Appreciate you, Adam. Number 6 banging.
Yes, sir.
I just put you down platinum, man. Thanks for the call. Salute.
Thank you.
Oh man, that was this time. I think if we had to cut anybody, it's like Jalen, Xavier Woods, and whoever playing corner the opposite of. I mean, that's Worley, but Worley ain't gonna be around for a while. But I think if you had better linebacker and safety play, you'll probably be solid there. And it's interesting, man, because I've seen the players that we have be good. It just sucks that I've also seen them being bad. So listen, what I'm gonna do for like 5 more minutes, because some of y'all couldn't call in, some of y'all talked up anytime. You may be in Korea where it's 2:00 in the morning or so, and you don't want to wake up somebody you're laying next to. So if you couldn't call in, because your Obama trap phone don't work no more, if you couldn't call in, I'm looking in the chat box right now. Ask me your questions, and I will respond to them. Okay? And if not, I'm going to go cook my steak. So let me know what y'all got, man. Talk to me. What y'all got for the show? Keto Voch is listening. But we got some deletion up in here, boy. Joe is shooting at y'all. What's been going on? You spamming. Okay, we got you spamming. Yeah, don't spam the chat. So that's why you got up out of here. All right, questions. And I know y'all got questions because it be people. That's something else funny too, man. I be asking, like, this the portion of the show where we do questions in the chat box, man. It was funny, okay? Because y'all be asking me questions throughout the show, and I see them and I forget them. I'm like, hey, man, just hold that question until we do the question segment. And then we get to the question segment, y'all ain't got questions. Hey, Voch, I need to hear that Ross impression again. Tua Tagovailoa. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. He was tuned into I need to drop the link for that, by the way. Tua Tagovailoa. It's for the culture, man. It's for the culture. Miami, triple C's. Tua Tagovailoa. I need to find that link for y'all. That thumbnail is crazy. That thumbnail is crazy. Hold on. Why is that my thumbnail? I hate it. If I hit refresh, will that still be my thumbnail? I need to fix that. Look at my thumbnail. Look at that. That's terrible. Why is that? It went into forever mode. Hold on. Let me go back. Why is that my thumbnail? I don't know. I hate it. I'll fix that momentarily. But yeah, I need to go to Yahoo so I can get that link and I can drop it in the chat box because y'all like Voch and y'all support Voch. So I appreciate y'all liking and supporting Voch. Also, when I drop this link, if y'all just like click it and just go in there and just say something cool about Voch in the comments so that I'm not, so they know that, Voch got people watching or whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? That'll just be a big deal for me. So when we can get some creative freedoms up in there Maybe we'll have a draft show and they'll be like, hey, Voch, who do you want to be your co-host on the draft show? And I can get some of my draft friends involved, you know? I think it'll be a good little thing there. There's the link. All right, now I'm asking questions. Well, let's see. Dak overrated? Well, Jesus. Let me scroll back. Let me scroll back. Hey, I need to hit that raw suppression. Cool. Don't eat the steak. Shit. Hey, Voch, what's the best defense for the talent we have? I don't even know. I'm an offense guy. But I'll ask Okoye. Okoye had an answer for you. Probably 4-3. Would you take Chris Richard back and make him the head DC? Nah, I've said too many bad things about Chris Richard. I can't look back now. Do you think we beat Washington? Nope. I just think that we just won't be able to survive, you know, Andy Dalton dealing with the pressure that they put on, you know. So nah, I don't see it. Like a Mark Holmes thumbnail. Yeah. You know how Mark Holmes do his thumbs, man. If I just gave me a seizure, my bad. Go seek medical attention immediately. Y'all just arguing about that. Well, that's not about that. Voch, what would you give up for Quinnen Williams if you're the Cowboys? Shit, a fourth. No more than a fourth. I definitely need to fix that damn thumbnail. Antonio Brown to the Bucks. Is that legit? Is that like factual? I've seen a few people. No, I've seen two. I've seen Josh Parker say Antonio Brown to the Bucks. All right, cool. Okay, nobody but Josh Parker saying Antonio Brown to the Bucks. I hope he's not spamming my chat. Can this team turn around? If Voch was coaching, we could, but you know. Actually, no, Dak is hurt. I don't know. I don't feel great. Voch, you to go. Thank you, sir. Garbage time yards are definitely a thing. Nah, let me tell you something. This is what garbage time yards is. Garbage time yards is Andy Dalton at the end of the game getting like 100 yards and a touchdown to Amari Cooper. Garbage time ain't 400 yards and 3 touchdowns. People make me sick with garbage time. No. You know where garbage time doesn't exist? In a close game. All those games ended up being close when Dak was playing. Come on, man. Dak is a cousin of mine, Voch. If they don't pay him, I know he's going to New Orleans. Well, I bet the family reunions be lit, my guy. I think the deal gets done though. If Ardarius Washington was 6'1", he'd be the best safety in the draft. I guess. We stole Hurts. Y'all wanted slow ass Lamb. Somebody get him up out of here. Who is the best defensive player in the draft? Too soon. I know it ain't Russo though. I've learned that just watching a little bit of film I've been looking at. It ain't Russo. Voch needs to sign before the draft. He'll probably be signed for the draft. I mean, I don't know. Alden Smith and Randy Gregory expectations. They don't even expect Randy Gregory. Like Mike McCarthy couldn't even commit to Randy Gregory playing. So I don't know. Voch, can we trade for Fitz? I don't want to trade for Fitz. I want to keep all my players. Thank you, Voch, for clarifying that. Whatever I clarified, no doubt. Do you go best player available or focus on position? Both. Bro, Washington offense is trash. So is ours. And our defense is trash. Why don't we trade most of the defense and see what picks we can get in picks sent your draft boy. Okay, I'm not a boy. And that ain't since your draft. Oh boy, that boy. And I'm not like grammar guy. I promise I'm not, but boy, that was a rough one. No. Like if you trade Everson Griffin, you'll get a 2025 7th round pick. Don't nobody want these people. Just play the year out and just do what you do. Play the year out and just don't sign them next year. It's on the garbage time with defensive plan. Chat has been extra wild this stream, Voch. I got admins in here with guns, so if the chat box was bad, I apologize. But you know, I don't know where my shooter's at. If AB is with Tampa Bay, all right then, cool. Thanks for answering my question. Salute. Close because defense was playing soft to kill the clock. There was no chance to come back. Okay, you want them. Okay, you a Dak hater. I got you. I miss Jeff Heath. Likewise. Voch, he was right. AB to the Bucks. Cool. that don't help us. They trying to win today. How is it garbage jars if you're down 3 with 3 minutes? Okay, cool. We need our picks this year. Who cares about AB? Debut week 9. My bad. I'm trying to get the little one fed. I ain't really in the chat. You good, Ruglock? You good. Voch, what's your CCW? A very, very stock Glock 19. A very, very stock one. I keep one in the chamber because I'm not a coward. And I have an alien gear holster. It's one of them joints that can shape shift to the, from the appendix to outside the waistband and inside the waistband. And they got the little range day holster. It's like the little shape shifty joint. So yeah, that's my CCW. That's my CCW. And I'm looking at getting something smaller, just like when I go jogging and I don't have the pants or whatever. So I don't know. I apologize for that sound. But yeah. Bench Griffin play or not? Sure. I'd give up Dak if we get rid of Xavier Woods. Jesus. Voch is in so much pain. No. Voch feels great. Not wild in a bad way, wild with their takes. Okay, some wild takes in the chat. I got you. Cool. If Dak was on Kansas City, will they be a Super Bowl champion? I don't know. That's a weird question. All the people hating on Dak, how you feel now? They still hating on Dak, my God. Nothing has changed. This what happens, right? When Andy Dalton goes out and be terrible and we look terrible without Dak, they don't stop hating on Dak. They just wait till Dak has a bad game and they can be like, "Look, I told you so." That's what they do. They just hide. They just hide until they're right and then they're wrong again. I'm just convinced Philadelphia underdogs. I'm just sure he likes men. He likes me or something. He likes he likes attention. I don't get it. I don't understand. It's strange to me. It's strange to me. I don't know what he like. he just like a little too hard, man. He just like a little bit too hard. But I think he like 15 though. And if he's 15, I'm willing to excuse his behavior if he's 15, because then it makes a lot of sense. But like if he's 25 acting like that, my goodness, man. That's strange. I need 30 seconds on the phone. I've been doing the show for 2 hours and 7. No. Mine is a Glock 19. Salute. Should we fire Mike Nolan as a DC? Too soon. We'll see by December or January. What's up with y'all defense? My goodness, is bad. Eagles, wish they re-sign Foles. Attention seeker. Can we get Dorrance Armstrong, Everson Griffin, and Xavier Woods for a face mask? That's funny. That's why I say finish the damn fight. Remember when they dropped the ball by Gallup was considering a bad throw when Dak was. Remember when that dropped ball by Gallup was considered a bad throw when Dak was a quarterback? Yeah, I got you. Yeah, man, they just, Yeah, I'm talking about Philadelphia, man. He's either young or he likes fella attention. I don't know. Why would you say that, though? Why, men? Because that seems to be who you want attention from. Hey, but listen, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Don't forget we're going to be doing the post-game show on Sunday, so come through and check that out. I'm dropping the link to, my Yahoo collaboration in the chat box. Y'all go over there, click it, say something nice in the chat box. If y'all watch it, you watch it. If you just want to leave a comment, I'd rather y'all just leave a comment. Y'all ain't got to watch the whole thing. But yeah. I appreciate y'all, man. Tune in to all that and the post game show. And If you haven't watched the film session from this week, go back and check out those film sessions. All right, go check that out. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski. When's the next stream? The next stream is Sunday night for the post-game show. All right, whenever. So if that's the noon game, yeah, October 25th. That's the noon game. So we'll be live around like 3 o'clock or so. All right, y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski. The Peasky Whiskey is free. All right. Peach, TMZ trying to talk about could be making weight is humorous. Yeah. There you go. All right, y'all. Peace.